Another segment of HMI. Let's talk about it. Je dis à Ben, bonne fête, maman, yeah?
Yeah, Mama Haïtien.
Mama Haïtien.
Yeah, Mama Haïtien.
My co-host,
Rickymix.
and I'm your girl, of course, Unpredictable March, and
DJ
this lighting guy here. Who are you?
DJ Will, Midget Movements, Yak Radio, Will Ebro.
We already know who it is.
Yes.
We can see on your shirt. We can tell exactly who it is. Come on,
You know, sometimes people can't read, so.
As if the world needs to know.
Yes, because you know why? Because we're the world #1 online radio station. Why not?
Oh my gosh, straight up. Welcome to another fun show today. It's going to be a fun show because we're really going to talk about, like, you know, what we've done this weekend. And also, we're going to touch on the topic about abusive relationships. When we say relationships, we talk about relationship, partnership with friends, relationship with your parents, relationship with your children, with your mate, all type of relationship, even business relationship, and when it gets abusive.
Right.
You could actually have your phone out.
Oh,
like,
no, I'm putting it on the vibrate.
Yeah, because it's
disturbing.
The world is very advanced now. It's
Yeah.
okay to actually have your device on the table. So we're not gonna put you on timeout or anything.
Okay.
Or put you on turbo or anything.
Just make sure your head is up. You know?
Just make sure that you know we are.
Yo, it's like Yak Radio Station all over, man. All we do is, crack jokes and stuff like that.
Well, it's that type of show.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Man.
But we're pleased that you've joined our panel today. So today we're gonna, talk about these topics, and we hope you'll join in and give us your feedback.
No doubt.
And and anyone who comes through, there are certain questions like I really want to know.
Yeah.
I want to get the feedback.
Okay.
So you're not gonna be excused either. So you're gonna get those type of questions too.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Not because you're part of the CEO team, you know.
Yeah, you know
So
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying. You get like a
Privilege.
yeah.
I hope I'm not Donna. Yeah, you guys not trying to turn me into Donna Sterling. And, so I won't say anything recorded. And next thing you know, I'm being fired from my own company. You know.
Hello, Claude.
No. No, Clay. He's doing a good job. Okay.
There's a record now.
Yo, you see, Clay, I told you Rickymix was you see, so I apologize ahead of time if it come out in the newspaper tomorrow.
But like seriously though, like what's good? Like what did we do this weekend? What did you do this weekend?
This weekend I had really a crazy schedule.
Really?
You know?
You always say that. Really?
No.
What did you do?
No. Friday I was in Philly.
Okay.
So I had a gig in Philly with Tabu Combo. I was the first time that I shared the stage with the legendary
they're legend for real.
Tabu Combo. You know, growing up, my grandmother used to play Tabu Combo. And
Everybody's grandmother played Tabu Combo.
Yeah.
Like,
really.
and now, to share the stage with those guys.
Yeah.
And we were backstage, and it's not like saying even like they are old, they older, they still.
How does it feel?
Oh, it was like saying like they was enjoying themselves with the youngin backstage.
Like really?
It's
Well,
Irish Spring.
Is that what it is?
Yes. I took a fresh shower before I come here.
I have a thing that I usually say to
Yes.
GBA and also to JB. I won't say it live, but like I'm getting that smell right now. I'm like, where is this coming from? Like really, it smells really good.
Let me
No free promo. It's Irish Spring. It does your skin good, people. Just
you make sure you do it three times.
Yes.
3 times a day.
yes, because I'm light skinned, as always. So we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
All
I
right,
promise you.
All right.
They did not feed me anything to drink. We did not drink yet. There's no alcohol in anyone's system. It's just that type of show today. Everybody just like
We waiting for the tech guy.
who promised me a drink and who is still like, there's no drink on my table, and then he knows how I get it. But like,
you know what's funny? The tech guy have a Beats by Dre on, and we can't even
get the drink.
Not even a thought juice. Come on.
Like I've been downgraded. Like normally, you know how we used to start? We used to have like our drinks. We even had mugs. Like where's the GBA mugs?
Listen,
like seriously.
I watched the show. Like I'm seeing you guys have drinks.
No drink.
Last time
The
HMI was
yup.
I was like, all right, so I'm coming on today. I'm expecting
Drinks.
a mug Even if you have water in it.
No. Seriously, do you see the disrespect? Like, really? He gets to get to a bottle. Like, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fruit punch. As you can see,
What color fruit punch
it's
is that?
gray. So, I don't know what kind of fruit punch is this. Hey, I don't know, man.
HMI, let's talk about it. Like, seriously. You know?
Wait.
But anyway, getting back on track, you know, the phone lines are open, 718-454-1940. Don't forget, you can get connected with us. We want to hear what you did for the weekend, too. What was popping, what was not. I mean, I went out this weekend. I like...
Oh, yeah. Last night, let me tell you.
Stop it right now.
Yo, kid you not, I was at the vault for Women's Rock, and this lady right here, she had the shorts on. And people, may I remind you?
And listen.
Yes.
You could not even miss her. She was
Oh, on the
she was
middle.
all white.
Oh,
As soon as
man.
I walked in,
Bang.
you know, she was right in the middle of the dance floor.
And you know what's funny? She's not even doing anything. She's doing 2 steps. And you could still see her like, yeah, hey, you know?
Let me tell you, like, I had a crazy day. I had a crazy week. Because I actually worked, you know, like 6 days this week. And I'm talking like 10, 11 hours. So, I mean, yesterday during the day, I slept. Then I'm like, okay, I'm definitely doing, you know, Women's Rock. I got to do it. So I hit up 2 of my girls. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Rachel came through, and my girl, Girlene, came through.
But
But,
before you finish the story, you say you have 2 homegirls with you.
yeah,
What happened to them?
they were there.
They were there.
They were with me yesterday.
She had 2 bodyguards. You
Yeah,
didn't see
the black and white, the girl with the
One-
black
one
and white
black
dress.
white
She
and
took
one
the-
with
listen,
red.
if I was her friend, I go out with her and she took the scene like that, I would not go out with her again.
No, she was on the floor, the black and white.
Yeah,
Who
they
did
were
we
in the
see?
car.
Did you-
Yeah,
we
yeah,
saw her,
yeah.
right?
No,
Saw
but you know,
you.
she was all white. So
Exactly. She took the night. You remember that song, Hey, Hey, Hey? I took the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Marjory took the night.
I did not. I was just having a good time. But let me tell you, seriously, like today, I'm coming on this show on HMI Let's Talk About. I am renaming Haitian Lover. Haitian Lover now should be called the Ladies DJ. Like, seriously, this man gets on. Like, that's why I was on my feet. Like, he was
Yeah.
playing like,
Man, yo, yeah.
yo.
He got a new slogan too.
What
You
is
know,
it?
Like, you know,
Ladies.
if, you don't need to go to the gym if you have a good DJ at the party.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I think I heard him say that last night.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
what he was saying. That's what he was saying last night.
like,
You know?
like when I tell you, like the ladies were like really on the floor, but
Yes.
on pas les sérieux même. Ah, papa, qu'un garçon. I know we rock, but we really show that we rock.
Yo,
Like,
last
yeah.
night, yo, you know,
Free t-shirts
listen,
pretty big.
let me tell you, before we continue with the show, I want to
It was
say
too
a
excited.
big shout out to Rano for putting this party
Yes.
together.
Yes,
you know what
yes,
I mean?
yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes.
I was expecting more people from the HMI to support this event, but you
Yes.
know, when kishan ba la yelan HMI la, moun yo ba tellement supporter moun ou bon samedi la, so but last night I was by the door, man, female was coming by 10 and
Yes,
20s.
yes,
But
yes.
yo, I was
It-
like, man.
Last night, I think, like, you know what I'm saying, it was like maybe 30 to 40 guys.
Everybody else
inside.
were ladies. That's so true. That's
Everybody
so true.
completely was like
And
straight
you
ladies.
know the funny thing is, all these female and still they wasn't dancing.
No, when
No.
Haitian Lover came on, I mean, did you see the ladies? They were dancing. They weren't dancing with the guys.
Like Plogue Gouillard and
No,
stuff
they
like
weren't
that.
Plogue
No.
Gouillard.
And some
No. So when
Yeah,
you
that's
when
right.
you came on, they came, you know, because you know that's compa. They have no choice.
Right.
It's not like, yeah, let's get down on it. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
you come through with a Gouillard, then they were like, you know what? Asian Lover made me lose some weight, so now let me compose myself and get a little horny.
It's just that type of show.
Yeah.
We can say that.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So,
You know.
like I said, you know, that was a good, you
No,
know,
it,
and
it was definitely a good turnout. Like, you know, definitely shout out to you, Ron. You did it. You know, like he also shared his plans with me for July. He's going to Haiti. He's doing, you know, big thing back in Haiti. I mean, like the gifts kept on coming. The gifts, like, I mean, I felt bad. I walk away with like 3 gifts. I mean, first I got a ticket.
Wow.
Then I got a T-shirt. Then I got a necklace. Ladies, I'm going to show you this necklace. You're definitely going to see me rocking this necklace with earrings and everything. It looks like a really, like, you know, a Marjory piece.
Let me tell you, I was I was like, kind of like, the host.
Qui sa yo ban nou la koun ya jodi a? Mwen yo ban nou ti ba yo pa di nou an,
He said that's Ciroc.
And
I never know Ciroc come with buzz balls. He says buzz balls, but he tell me that's Ciroc.
OJ Screamer.
Oh!
Alma Ball, Strawberry Rum Job. Which one do you
Listen,
want? Like, I don't
listen, OJ Screamer.
Send this say OJ so you can take OJ.
Alright, listen, people, OJ Screamer, when you drink it, if you're a man, you're gonna feel like you're OJ Simpson. I suggest you don't drink that juice because you might want to strangle your wife.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Yes.
I mean, it is, but what is it?
That's a new drink. That's like
where'd you get those from? All of a sudden, you disappeared and came back with a drink?
Tech guy.
He's a tech guy.
Shout out to the tech guy.
So, I mean, yeah.
You don't see his cape? Yeah, so you know what? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So when Ronald told me, Ricky, we're going to, stop the show and we're going to do the raffle. So you know what I'm saying. I was like, okay, it's gonna take like 5 minutes.
It took forever.
He gave
a lot. Yeah, he did.
That raffle was like, at one point I was like, yo, Ronald, can we do the rest one?
Yeah.
But he had like so many gifts.
I was texting him today. I'm like, yo, that's the first event that you go to that you get so much giveaways, envelopes, hats, T-shirts.
Yes.
I mean, wow.
Seriously, HMI, if you were at that party, you got gifts, like you felt the same way, or if you have a different view, call me. Let's talk about it. I want to hear how you feel about it, because I definitely feel like it was just like
crazy, man.
Giveaway.
Yeah.
It was gift
like,
giveaway.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, he give 100 free T-shirt for the first 100 people.
Yeah.
And then there were hats. Did you see me with my hat?
Yeah, they
at least like what, 15 hats?
Yeah.
I think it
15,
was like
20
15
hats. Yeah.
Then necklace, like
the little sachet
and
bag.
envelope. What was in the envelope?
I don't know.
I think some of them was
money?
like no, it wasn't money. It was a gift that he had outside in his car. So when every time you have the envelope, when you open the envelope, it tell you what you want.
Wow.
And then, you know what I'm saying, you go and he, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't want to bring.
Shout out to Haitian Rock, man.
I'm like, yo, this guy,
Yo,
man,
first time.
Salute, you know.
First time. Usually usually in the HMI, like we throw a party, we charging $15.
Jack Radio, we in the building.
Oh yes.
Trendsetter.
To my man.
Okay, somebody already check in on the site. That's what's up. What's the shout out to you? Guest 99.
Guest 9.
Guess 99.
Yo, I'm gonna play a lottery number tonight. 99. Watch me become a millionaire.
So what else did you do? We didn't finish telling me. I know you did the taboo. You did the.
I did the taboo. Then
you did the vault.
Drove back to New York yesterday.
Okay.
And Ronald. I'm telling you, before I left to go to Philly, Ronald was like, "Yo, Ricky, I don't care what you do. You have New York before 8:30."
Just to make sure you're
because
there.
you know what I'm saying, I had I was the one that was setting up everything, for that party and stuff like that with the sound. So I left Philly and stuff like that. So I was joking around with Ronald, and I called Ronald. It was like maybe like 5:30, and I was already in. I was already in New York, and I was like, yo, I text Ronald. I was like, yo, man, I'm sorry, I'm still in Philly.
Yeah, I know
I'm still in Philly.
I know you tight.
Please send me the plane ticket.
The games, like seriously.
So he was kind of mad, but I was like, no, I'm here. So
okay.
Then this morning, I had a private gig.
Okay.
So I just came to the show and stuff. So
we
here.
Yeah.
We here.
What'd you do this weekend? It was nice seeing you there.
Yes. I was.
Your team was there.
Me and Jimmy was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We shout out to we. I saw you. Yeah.
The light skin crew.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like we intimidate people because we was rolling into nines.
So you 9 of you didn't.
Nah, it was only 2 of us because we was all over this weekend. We had Vault. I was at the Vault the day before.
Okay.
And my man Scully was at Tonel the same night. And Vibe had a private gig. So, we was just chilling. We came out to show Haitian Rock support because he always support me on doing charity works with the station. So like from the basketball charity game. By the way, Rickymix will play this year. Listen, all right.
By the way, wait. Before we continue.
All right.
Last year I was supposed to play.
Yes.
All right.
Uh-huh.
For some reason,
What happened?
I don't know who. They say, "Oh, Vant Ricky basket."
What
So
team?
they
You
will
guys
play.
did that?
No.
You guys
No,
did that for
We
real?
did not. We did not.
Okay.
No, we did
They will
not.
replace
We
me.
did not. Yo. Okay. That basketball game was so intense. Even Haitian Lover dropped out. Haitian Lover saw Dynasty lined up. Haitian Lover said, you know what? I'm going to stay as a mic man.
But Will, we go way back. We play ball. Come on, you
alright.
know me. You know me.
They thought you couldn't play this
It,
time,
no,
dude.
it,
That's
I don't.
it.
All right. I'm gonna come clean. I did not know what happened.
It's claim.
No, exactly. Yeah, but you know, he helped us with the charity basketball game. He helped us with the Christmas toy drive.
Okay.
So whenever he called me, he's like, "Yo, Will, whenever you doing something positive for the community, just let me know. I'll come out and show support." So I feel like, you know what, I feel like last night was only right to come out to show love to Ronald and to do a little promo for him too, because he's always out there with us. And plus his son played ball, so this year I'm trying to see if his son can come out.
And you know,
And you-
so this year,
yeah,
you know, my
yeah.
son, you know,
Oh, that's
definitely.
Oh yeah,
If
your
I
son.
can't play, you know, I will like,
So
you know.
wait, you see how he copy plea now? He's bringing his son in.
But you know,
Oh,
I'm my son. Come on, man, you know.
yeah. So then, Rickymix substitute his son.
No, I'm playing. And
Oh.
so you know what I'm saying? I'm, you know, substitute, you know, after 5 minutes, you know, take a break.
Really take a break? Really take a break?
What break? What break is that?
Break?
There's
No,
no
there's no
break. It's
break,
the
man.
game. You play the game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's break. Time
No.
out.
But yeah. So today I had an early gig, but I couldn't do it because you know I work 7 days.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
every gig I have between 12 to whatever, I have to give it to one of my team. Then
members.
yeah.
That's what's
So
up. That's what's up.
yeah, but beside that, I ain't doing anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my wife about to give birth, so I have to stay at the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so-
a family man. That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's
shout out to
what's
my
up.
wife. You
I
know.
saw your pictures. You look beautiful.
Yes,
So there's,
messing up my game, you know, but of course.
I'm
I'm playing.
Stop it
I'm
right
playing,
now.
yes,
Stop
yes.
it.
Kathy?
We didn't make him say that.
No,
No, we had nothing
Alright,
to
we
do
didn't-
with
I
that.
have nothing to do with
There's
that,
no
alright?
script. We didn't
No.
script him. He said that on his own.
Make sure the couch is ready for him.
No, actually, you know what? There's no room upstairs because the baby gifts.
Oh yeah, the shower.
Yeah, we had so much gifts, man. It wasn't even. I didn't even expect Haitians to bring gifts. Usually, when they come to baby shower, it was like
They
they
come
give
to
you a
eat.
card. Either
Yeah.
they give you a card and eat. So
No, we've gotten better, I think.
yes, we do.
Yeah, we've
Yes, we
gotten better.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even the toy drives and the basketball charity game, we had like 3 bins
Of gifts?
of charity stuff for high school students.
Oh, that's good. That's
And
good.
you know, we had like 3 bags of toys. So I was shocked, even though some of them was used. We
That's okay.
we specifically
Said no.
tell him, listen, everything clean, wrap, and someone
But
texted
you
me.
didn't say new.
No. Someone texted me, Will, are we supposed to bring new toys? Because I have a couple of used ones. I didn't even text back.
Oh.
So maybe you know that
person
went to you know, buy new toys,
Yeah,
you know, to replace with the old toys.
yeah,
You know,
but
that's it.
that's it. That was, and I'm here. You know, with the beautiful Marge and my boy Ricky.
We've been
Yeah,
wanting
I,
to.
I can't say beautiful Ricky. Pause.
No,
you know, I
we,
can't
we're
really
walking
say
hands.
that.
listen, me and Will, we go way
Oh,
back.
man.
Way back. It's like, you know, over
Yes.
8, maybe 17, 18 years.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? So,
When I couldn't even go in Zen at the time. They were sneaking me in.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Ricky and my
Like,
brother.
stop it. You were not that young.
Yes, I was.
No,
Yeah.
Really?
Ricky and my brother Unique was sneaking me in the back door when Zen was playing at Brasi. That's
Yeah.
our back.
Yeah, we.
And we
let
remember-
me tell you,
Yeah,
we were bad.
man.
Me and his brother, we went. But by the way, first Haitian that I met in high school.
Who was that? Well.
No, his brother,
Oh.
Eunuch.
Oh, okay.
You know, and Yo, we go way back.
Yeah, man. But
Anyway, guys, we're here to work.
Yes.
And, we're here.
Fair
We're
enough
talking
with-
about
yeah.
whatever. It's good to like veer off a little bit, but like we're just like really having too much fun.
Nah,
I
I
mean,
know.
the name of the show is HMI. Let's talk about it. So it's important that we talk about it.
Yep.
So yesterday I got a chance to go out and I went. I partied a little bit. Yes, I was on the dance floor doing my thing, but I was at a party to party. Now, when I was at the party, I was kind of like scoping out the situation, scoping out the area, and see what's up. And I gotta ask you, the DJs.
Right.
Like, I saw the music was great. It was a good vibe, but I saw a couple of girls just sitting down. Like, what's up with that? How do you feel about that?
And you know one thing, I don't know if you heard me on the mic. And last night I was joking around and trying to have fun with the ladies. When I say ladies, we have some rules tonight. That you get in for free until 2 for 1 drink.
Right.
Then saying the third rule was like tonight you had to ask the guy to
To
dance.
dance.
And it was still like.
Like, can I tell you, that was that was killing my vibe. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, this was like popping. Like, it was, hot, we're dancing, whatever. And then there was like a bunch of people sitting.
Right.
Music was good. There were a couple of them who was over dancing. I mean, like, how do you feel about these girls really? Isn't that like really killing your vibe, killing the vibe of the party? Or, like, really?
But you know one thing it is, like with me, like if I go out, I don't really pay attention to who's not dancing, who's dancing,
No,
because
that's
I'm
not
trying
the point.
to, so
That's not the point of who's dancing or not. But when you have a whole bunch of people and they're just come to the party, they're not drinking, they're just sitting.
I see. This is you hit the keynote.
They're not drinking, they're
Look,
sitting.
You hit the keynote. They are not drinking. So these are the people that feel like, you know what? My boyfriend stressing me out. My boss just stressing me out. Let me just go out at the house just to go out the house. And when they go to the club, it's not like they don't have money. They have money.
Well, I would hope they meet, obviously. But my whole point is they got all dressed up, hair all did, shoes, a nice outfit or what. But they just look bored. They look like they were just so bored just sitting there. And I'm like, wait. I mean, like, you saw me on the dance floor because
Yeah, right,
I'm
right.
about that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm there. I don't necessarily have to go plug it. I'm not saying go find your guy
Yeah.
and plaque it on me and go plug it. I'm not saying that, but at least look alive. I saw some people who looked dead, and it wasn't that kind of party to look dead.
But yeah, that party was crazy.
Yeah.
DJ.
Why?
DJs was a
What's
pretty.
wrong with what? The tech has
the-
something to say.
Oh, plug
No,
it?
there's nothing
Oh.
wrong with plug it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with plug it. I mean, like, why are you trying to start something, tech
Yeah.
guy? Plug it is all
Right.
good, but all I'm saying is just that, I mean, you at a party. It's not a funeral. It's like the ambiance, the vibe, shake it, move around or whatever. If I was a DJ and then, I invite a bunch of people to my party, I would want people who's actually going to be live.
But
live it up.
Is that it also has to do with people that just come from work, and and some people they just come out to show love. Like the way you come out to show love, you come out to party. But
Right.
some people come out to show love
Just sit and look
just to
miserable.
come there, sit there
And look miserable?
miserable, and some of them with their spouse. Like you know when you with your spouse, you can't turn up, and half of them had their spouse in there.
You can't turn up.
You can't
Why
turn
not?
up.
You can turn up with
No,
your
they
spouse.
get turned down because their spouse is next to them. You know what I mean? Like they can't shake the tail feather. Next thing you're gonna be like, bon, wait a minute, c'est ça qu'on fait l'emballa. So you know what I'm saying? So some of them have their spouse with them.
No, but you can move, like groove,
No,
like feel the
they wanna
music,
they wanna play the perfect girlfriend. They want to just come there. I'm with my husband right now. I'm with my boyfriend right now. Let me just be a little angel. I can't twerk.
But don't you feel that killed the vibe? Your
Nah,
vibe?
nah.
Because it wouldn't
As-
kill your vibe?
Nah, as a DJ, you play communions where the lights is on 24/7
Okay.
and they refuse to turn the light off, and you still manage to make 10 people dance.
No, I've seen you in action.
one-
I've seen you in action, and I'll never forget that party in my head. I don't
Yeah.
know the name of the place. It's in Long Island. It was an HTP party. Oh my gosh, it was a sweat bath for me. What was it? Rachel.
Rachel Lounge, yeah.
Was that what it was? When I tell you this man was dropping the bomb, this big explosion,
Right.
and then yeesh! Oh my God, people got up. I mean, like, not only that hypes you up,
Yeah.
like to perform better, you were just like on your game. You were just doing your thing. You were just doing your thing. I mean, it
But-
was just like, you know, it was getting you.
One thing with me, like, I see a lot of DJs play, and I'm not gonna lie. I do copy from DJs.
Well, everybody
Every, you
take
know
a
what I
little
mean?
note
It's
from
like
somebody.
you have to, because there were people there before you.
Eh.
You wasn't the first DJ.
Right.
You wasn't the first, so you have to see. Let's go out a lot of American clubs now.
To see how they
See
do.
how the Americans DJs does it, because now I feel like us Haitian DJs feel so comfortable mixing compa.
Mhm.
Whenever we play hip hop, we mix the hip hop just like the compa. You know what I'm saying?
And
We don't.
erreur.
We
Qu'est-ce que ça dit?
you know, and the mic games. That's why some of us don't have a mic game, because the American DJs, when they're gonna flip the songs, they say something so right.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah,
My game is very important.
yeah,
I
they
agree.
say something so right. Where I don't care if they were playing a Biggie, they went back to Tupac. As long as what they say is right.
Right.
You don't
Right.
even notice you just like, oh man, you throwing money in the air.
Right.
That's why sometimes when I play, I usually be by the ballers, you know what I mean? Just in case the couple of dollars in there, I could just easily grab it.
Right.
So it's you have to see how the crowd is, but don't let the crowd kill your buzz. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. But if you
don't-
have a bunch of people not dancing, don't you feel like it would kill
No,
you?
no.
You're just gonna.
Because you know what? If you let it kill your buzz, then you're not a DJ. Then you just play music. That's when this is when the crowd killing your buzz. This is when you go to your crates now.
Right.
You go to your crates real deep,
And you pull them.
and you
them tunes.
pull all your heavy hitters. You be like, you're not gonna dance. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
you dance.
Right.
It's just
right,
like Ricky know, like when you're doing communion for the 60s, people in 60 years old, you playing some new compa, they looking at you like, okay. But when you go to your crates,
Yeah.
you dig in your crates, you drop that taboo, you drop that system. They forgot if they had Bengay on. They forgot if their back was hurting. They forgot if their daughters was with them. They go on the floor and they get down. So. I mean,
Okay.
if you're a DJ, you feel like the crowd could kill your buzz. I don't think you're a real DJ.
Okay.
Like the DJs that
Well, I'm
last
not a
night.
DJ. I'm not a DJ, but I'm definitely one who knows how to party. I definitely enjoy when everybody is just like, jumping and popping or whatever.
Yeah.
I just like, to me, there's a certain side of the room that I didn't want to look there because I just felt like it was taking me down. I didn't want to be down because I was out. Mind you that I worked 6 days, but I
Right.
was out to party and I wanted to see everybody on their feet.
Right.
And, having a good time. And then when I saw that, I was like, no, I'm not looking this way. You know what I'm saying? I want to look the other way. Like, there was this girl, like, seriously, shout out to you, girl. You had on some white shorts.
Oh yeah.
With
yeah,
the
yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
back
yeah,
of her
open.
shirt
Yeah,
was
yo,
open. Miss on me,
I'm
where
not
you
gonna- yo,
guyad?
she was
Like guyad
no,
central.
she was
Guyad.
pantyless.
How you?
Yes.
On there?
Cause I took my phone and I was like, yo.
Is this dude this
No,
meeting?
let me
Is
tell-
this dude this meeting? This on HMI? Let's talk about
Shout
it.
out to
Really?
my boy Frankie for let me notice that she didn't have anything
She
on.
didn't have any panties.
I didn't say any. I didn't say any last name.
I
didn't say
don't
any
know.
last
I don't know
name.
her name. But
Kathy.
you know that's her name.
No.
Oh.
That's his wife. Excuse me, Kathy.
Nah,
It's not me. And don't say because he's around Ricky. Liz.
No,
It's facts.
no,
She was
no,
getting
that's
down
on
though.
me.
Yo, no, she
Let-
was.
when
Yo,
I
she
tell-
came to party.
Yes.
That's one thing.
Exactly.
Yo, she came to party.
And she know how to kizomba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Everything, like, to the point, I Love UN, Blondine was there.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, mais ami, cadê que j'en fi kon gouye? Like, she was just, like, literally staring at the girl
Wow.
nonstop because
Wow.
she was dancing with a guy. The guy left. She continued to dance. She was dancing by herself. She was kicking out the steps by herself. Like, I
Wow.
was like, whoa. It
Yeah.
was just like a free show.
Yep, I know.
You know? And
Man.
then, li commencé gen chalet, she took her
Turned
shirt.
down for
She
what?
was like, and I
That's-
was like,
yo, that's
wow.
turned down for what?
Like, I can't front. She amped me up. She did. She did. And then Haitian Lover dropped
Somebody said, "Yo, Marge, I need to get you on the floor
one day. Who is this?
Oh,
Call
wow.
me. Call
Oh,
me
wow.
right now. Tell me who you are.
Mm.
Really? You want to get me
That
into this?
number is very serious."
Tell me.
Yo, yo.
Oh,
Oh wow. More
I can do a little thing.
more job admire live on the air.
Stop it right now.
Wow.
No, I do not.
Hey.
But no, but seriously, I do like, when I go to a party, people are moving, the vibe is good. Those are the things that kind of make me want to come out, If I go to a party, it's kind of dull, people not really enjoy it. It just makes me want to come out. Because, I mean, again, you're dealing with a lot of stuff,
Right.
whether it's work, whether it's home. Yak Radio, my phone's going crazy. That probably is Clay. Shout out to you. Probably hit me up. I'm going to look at that text in a little bit. But, like, it's just that type of show. HMI, let's talk about it.
Yo,
you know?
yo, I like that. It's live, man.
It's live,
Anything go.
unscripted.
Unscripted.
Listen, Will,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that.
What's up?
If I see Yacht Radio have a live stream radio show, trust me.
Oh, it's going to be a problem?
Yo,
Why
it's
is
gonna
a
be
problem? Why?
you
Why?
know?
Why got to be problem,
Because, you know
though?
what I'm saying?
Why?
No, because you see what he just say.
What?
What?
He's having fun.
But well, this is GBA TV, so we're not going to go into full details of Yak Radio.
Right.
So we, you know.
No,
we
but
just-
you know what? We can't tell the people. I mean, Yak Radio. Yak Radio is, you know, it's radio.
Yeah, GBA came through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, even though after a while it seemed like he didn't know what he was doing, but tech guy, he's a tech. Yo, he's a tech savvy man.
Mm-hmm.
Out of seconds, like, yo, this why I go there, this why I go. And I'm like, okay, all right, you're not going ball for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? You think, you know?
So yeah, tell us what's possible on Yak Radio. Like, really, just in case, you know, the viewers don't
we
know.
have, all right, we have a new website,
Okay.
just the brand new website. We recorded the shows now. You know, if anybody want to hear their favorite show that passed, they
Mhm.
could just go on the website, and every shows now is uploaded on SoundCloud. So follow Yak Radio on SoundCloud. You could hear all the shows. Everybody that basically from Monday to Sunday, we have DJs in there and that spin.
Okay.
We working a couple of things. You know, I don't want to say too much because
You don't want to give out the secret sauce?
Nah, because you know sometimes when you say some things, in my case, if I say something, people usually find out and it never happened. I don't know.
Okay, so
I usually keep on the hush hush
until it's really
until
to
it
be
comes out.
implemented.
Yeah,
Okay, rolled out.
right.
Okay,
So
okay,
you know
okay,
we
okay.
have a couple of things that we're working on, and we're gonna have a new show. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say there's a producer that's gonna be on Yak Radio with a new show where they have a single female, a married female,
Ow.
and you know, and we working on that. So
Ow.
you know,
So now the role that you play is general manager. I understand.
yeah, I play that role. You know, I'm not a CEO.
He said I play that role.
Yes.
Like, it's your role.
I'm not a CEO. I'm a general manager.
So you help run things. You help
Yes.
run things. Everybody report to you.
Right.
You run the day-to-day operation
Right.
of, you know, what goes on. And if something is out of place, if something needs to be rolled out or implemented, that's you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Oh,
The,
Mr. Tech Guy.
our tech guy is trying to talk.
I'm on the Yak Radio right now, checking out the site.
Yes.
Look at this beautiful woman talking with this guy matching up. What is this?
Who is what? Someone's chewing?
Yes, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like,
Are you live on our? Oh, you live right now?
I am on it right now. I'm looking at it. He's like,
is that me?
no, that's nice.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's probably Greg Nice.
Wow,
Yeah. Yeah, like we said, man.
Okay.
We
that's Rickymix number 2 without the chewing.
Yo. Wow. I like this, man. Very dope.
Okay, so yeah, so you were saying, so this is a role that you play,
Yeah, I play that role because you know sometimes you don't want to let people know your true,
right?
you know, identity.
Right.
So you know, I'm the general manager. Let's just keep it that way.
Okay.
You know, I'm cool about things, man. I don't, you know, but business is business.
Right.
It's not a mom and pop store we running. We actually running a radio station where we going up against the best station, the best internet station out there.
Right.
So we have to keep everything intact because once slipped up, a lot of people want to see us fail because I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret.
Like, how do you
I'm-
stay focused though? Like, I had a conversation with you know, Clay. We were talking about, you know, trying to penetrate this market, this HMI. We're Haitians, and we're trying to really
man.
you know, get the support from the Haitians.
Right.
And he gets the same as we get here. The support is not as it should be. Like, how do you stay focused? Because I mean, we're Haitians and we can't get
Right.
all the supports. Like, how do you stay focused and still want to go through and do what you do?
Well,
you know?
we stay focused because we believe in the shows that we have.
Okay.
We believe that we have 15 DJs.
Okay.
We have 12 on-air personalities. We have a lot of we have a sports talk show
Okay.
that one of the person that actually on the sports talk show, she's a PR for Fox 5.
Okay.
So she's know what she's doing,
That's
and
good. That's what's up.
we have new shows coming. Like I said, there's a secret producer that's gonna, I'm not gonna say any name.
Keep saying
You
that
know,
word, secret.
they know who they are. They have a show idea where we're gonna come out very soon. I think it's gonna help out a lot of young females out there,
Right.
or that are single, that are married. Give advice and stuff like that. But
Right.
like you said, Haitians, I feel like they don't really support each other like that.
Right.
So I sent out many proposals to a lot of big businesses,
Right.
and
The
they
Haitian community. In the
right
Haitian
in the Haitian
community.
community,
And
but
the feedback is not.
nah, the feedback is not as much we expected. But as soon we send out to the American,
It gets received. It's
yes.
acknowledged.
yes, a lot of people, they hit us back. They was like, yes, we would like to work with you guys. Like our website, we got it through American company that we hit up. They look at our streams.
Mhm.
They look at our works, and they were like, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a brand new website, and you promote us.
Now, in your opinion, why do you feel that we don't want to help each other? Like we're not helping each other. Like, what's your perception? What's your perspective on that? Like,
I think that it's Will or it's whoever. I'm not going to help him because they already know who we are. They know me. They know everybody that's involved in there. See, one thing about Haitians that sometimes I do a little research. Sometimes I do my research. I just do throw things to people just to see how they're gonna react. It's not that I want to, but to see how they react. One primary example is that I had hit someone that was doing a big festival.
right.
And I told him, listen, we can live stream your festival. The only thing I'm going to need, I'm not even going to want any plane tickets from you. The only thing I'm going
So
to
you're
need
willing to pay your own travel.
on travel to go cover your stuff to help each other out.
Right.
I'm doing free promo for you. The only thing I ask you is to let's work it together.
You get a spot.
We get a spot. We put us on the banner and stuff like that.
And this was a detailed proposal
Right. And we send them the one thing with Yak Radio, everything we do,
with a contract.
we have a contract.
Good. Very good.
And the person keep lingering like, yeah, speak good. I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah, I'll let you know. And
Who's the person? Because
I'm-
I'd like
no,
to.
no, no, no,
Because I'd
no.
like to talk to that
No,
person.
no, no,
That's
no,
how we do
I'm-
me on
nah, nah, I'm
HMI.
not.
Let's talk about it.
I already got the clue.
You
No,
already
but-
know. You already
but-
know.
but-
You already
But
know,
we keep
but
it
yeah.
funky because let me
So-
tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because it's just like last week I had a caller from Florida who spent 40 minutes on the phone with me.
Wow.
Who called me, who really challenged me in some of the things that I say, who felt like I was, undermining, I was putting down Haitian festival, and which wasn't really what I was doing.
Right.
But this is what he received, like 3 or 5 phone calls.
Listen, wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong.
Right.
So
Right.
if somebody's doing wrong, we should be able to talk about it.
No, and that's the kind of show it is because we open up ourselves we get our dirty laundry here. We leave the phone line open. They
But-
call me live. They even write to tell me they don't like me. It is what it is. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? They tell me I can't
Right.
stand this girl Marjory or
But
whatever.
one thing is, this is my motto. All right, this is my motto. Before, when major movements was starting, the only thing I wear was major movements.
Mhm.
And one of my homeboy came to me and was like, Will, do you have any clothes? Like, the only thing you have is major movements t-shirt, any color. But you know what I
Sounds
told?
like ignorance.
You know, no.
really.
You know what I told him?
You're
You see-
promoting
you
your
see-
brand.
You see what I got you at? I embedded the name into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So now, that major movement's name is into your brain. So now you already know my name already. So now you know I'm major movements. So my plan worked. You understand? And
Got
that's
that point across.
that's one thing I learned from my cousin that have a t-shirt line out. I'm not gonna say his name, but he have a famous T-shirt line out.
Come on, man. You know.
Yeah.
We here. You know.
You say
Shout out to Slow
Shout out
Bucks.
Slow Bucks, man.
Oh, so you reach out to him and then you never got like
No. He no. Before,
you know I want the answer.
No.
I want the answer.
No.
You know,
When I
that's
say
what I'm
that,
doing
before, I remember when he was starting that T-shirt line. We was in his backyard. He was telling us something. He's like, you know, one thing, Will,
here.
when you want to embed something into someone's mind, you have to have it 24/7.
HMI, let's talk about it.
Yes.
You see, get used to this T-shirt. DJ Rickymix says salva.
That's it. You know what I mean?
All right.
And as long as you embedded that, like today I was in a car wash. I kid you not, I'm in a car wash and this dude came to me. He's like, I remember I seen you from somewhere. I'm like, yeah. You know, I had my chain on. I was like, yo, I hope this dude not trying to rob me, man. I'm by myself here in the car wash. I'm like, yeah, what happened? He's like, yo, I saw you last night at the vault. He's like, yo, you had a Yak Radio T-shirt and you have another color on. I'm like, oh wow.
They're watching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I embedded that Yak Radio
Right.
in his brain.
Right, because you are the
So-
brand, so you just make sure you're consistent with it.
Right.
Right, that's what's up.
I'm not a lot of people was like, Will always have jeans, T-shirt on. It's not that. I have suits. I have bow ties.
But that's
I have,
how you're comfortable.
I have tie, but I have a company that I have a company I'm running. If I'm not doing that take the full responsibility
Right.
of promoting it, ain't nobody is going to.
Right,
Not a lot of people see your vision.
right,
You understand? Like this show, you guys see the vision. You want to take it somewhere else.
right.
Not a lot of people want to see that vision. But to Rickymix and Mars, you see that this vision that I have for the show, I want to take it to another level. But I kid you not, if you have somebody else with you, a third person that's just want to get the shine, they're not gonna see that
understand
vision.
it.
They're not gonna understand.
Right, right,
You know,
right.
there's one thing with Yak Radio. Sometimes I'm at home, I'm getting mad of what
Because
my
of-
staff are not doing.
Right.
But then again, I turn around, I apologize to myself. I'm like, you know what, Will?
That's
it-
your vision. You
it's
can
my
see it that
vision.
clear.
It's me and Clay vision.
Right,
You understand? Clay came with the vision,
right.
and Clay was like, Will, let's do this. I see how you play. I see how you do. I see what kind of person you are, and let's just do it. And I told Clay, listen, man, we're going to take this Haitian HMI, AMI. First of all, we not HMI station. We not a AMI station.
I know.
We an internet station.
Right.
But you know, funny thing is, we have every weekend our DJs on at a party. Every DJ in Yak Radio.
So what's your strongest base? It's American or Haitian? Your
Our
strongest fan.
Our strongest fans, believe it or not, is American. Because in
See?
California, we have over 20,000 streams in California alone.
See that? And you know, I hate to sound like a broken record, and I, you know, our viewers probably get tired of me saying it, and I'm just gonna continue to preach it because I just feel like, I mean, I'm passionate about us, the community, what we do, but as the lack of support, it irritates me. It irritates me because it's like, you know, when they want to deal with you, they want to deal with you at that moment because
Right.
it's beneficial to you. Parce
Right.
que beneficie
Yeah.
But the minute they don't want to deal with you, they won't support you.
Right.
I mean, like
But-
last
but
night,
me-
wait,
but-
we'll talk about it. Was
but-
HCP at that party last night?
Yeah, they were.
Yes,
All right.
yes, they were.
Okay,
I saw JJ. You know I hear.
Okay,
They'll
all
show
right.
that.
I'm just
you know,
saying,
get
like,
through,
you
you
know.
man.
Again, we're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
support.
they were here.
Because
Yeah, they
we
were here.
definitely,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
were here,
we,
you
we,
know.
we support their thing.
There was a lot of big names that were supposed to be there.
that
And
weren't
they
there.
were-
That,
they were-
that
Like
it-
what?
it-
No, man.
it's the same thing with the charity basketball game. I had expected certain people to come,
Right.
but
I didn't come because, you know, I was
you,
supposed
no,
to be.
you had a gig. You
know, but you know what I'm saying. So when they scratched my name off the basketball
With the-
team, the roster, so I was like, you know, somebody called me. I was like, yo, you know, we got a
Alright,
gig
so
for you. So I
alright, you
went.
know what? I'm gonna reveal 5 players. I'm gonna reveal 5 players.
Who are the players?
Okay.
And we team that.
Oh,
Did not
I
say.
don't tend
No.
to. Let's see. Oh.
GBA is not soccer.
We know GBA like soccer for real. Seriously.
It's not-
Seriously.
you should see these guys in Springfield Park. Yo,
Seriously.
they swear they Barcelona. You know, like last night, even at the party last night, and this dude was like, yo, yo, son, fait fun goal là, oui, man. I'm like, yo, this guy talking about soccer at a party. You know what I'm saying? But the 5 players are, you know, Saginla Armstrong. You know, shout out to him. He was there. He's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Ricky. He said he's going to substitute his son. So
but you know, I'm going to show you my skills. I'm
You know,
still here. I'm still
and
here.
we have-
Even I'm in the in the 30s. I still got game.
You sure that's all you are?
I still got game.
he said the
I'm in
30s.
my 30s. You sure that's all
Wow.
you are?
So we gonna have to have a couple of college players in there. So hey, it's gonna be very interesting this shit, man. We hope.
But you know what I'm saying, Will, you didn't say the date. You know what I mean? So,
August 13th. August 13th.
So today's May
May.
25th. So I have enough time to go to the gym. Get in shape.
Yeah,
Oh my
even
God, this
Rome.
man is just like
Rome
lying.
started,
You know what
2
I'm
months
saying?
ago.
Get my l'huile masculine.
Oh my gosh.
Greskulev. No, Greskulev was something else. But
What is
You
that
know,
for?
you
Get
know
my
what?
l'huile
I don't know what
masculine.
that
My
She don't know.
oxygen.
She don't know what Greskulev is for.
What is Greskulev for?
Well,
Wow.
Monday Will is
What is that for?
She don't know what Greskaka was for.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I am Haitian, but it's just something.
Breast cacao is something
like a
that,
steroid.
It's
It's a
kinda like-
steroid.
To make
if
you
you-
shine?
Yeah.
She said to make you shine. Yeah, you gonna shine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Relax your bone.
oh
You
my
know?
God.
It's stretch.
Oh, wait, wait.
It's stretch.
Oh my
you know?
gosh.
If you have a drink problem,
It's a Haitian steroid for the muscle.
Okay, we're having too much fun here. We're having too much fun here. It is crazy. I mean, like, we're going to return, but, like, Tech, please be prepared to take us away. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to touch on that topic,
Yes.
partnership.
Faut égalité, souffrir pour yon love. Always be there for each other. Oh. Mwen te pensé, te di I do. Ça veut dire que pour moi, ça veut dire que moi pour. Ça veut dire nous d'accord. On veut jusqu'à la mort. Souffrir pour yon, pour l'homme. Rester soudé pour les apports. Qu'on est qu'aimé, parfois bah l'on en fait qu'est brisé. That's okay. Mais moi au grand plaisir, ta méchance te fait souffrir. That's not how love should be. When you love someone, you don't make them cry. Never say I love you if you're not completely sure. Ooh, sou même cabane chaque jour, men ba j'aime faire l'amour. Nous pas parler, yon pas comme ça l'autre à régler. Chaque jour levé ou habillé, et puis on sorti ou pas rentrer. Ça va yon vie. Si ou pa vle, set me free. Nou ka diskite, oh yeah. No, no. When you love someone, you don't make them cry. Oh, never say I love you if you're not completely sure. Sou même cabane chaque jour, men ba j'aime faire l'amour. Nou pa pale, ou mwen pa men existe. Toute la journée ou kay zami, se chaque week-end wap pran plezi. L'amour fait me tolérant, mais pas profiter ou vi méchant. you treating me this way? Souvent qu'elle chérie sous non, bon Dieu. Ben le monde yon chose, t'en prie s'oublier.
I guess it was meant to be. Même connaît. Un jour, je ne vais pas quand même. Fille qui est même là, she's out there.
Welcome back. Hey, thank you for joining us. Again, you are logged on with Unpredictable Marge.
Rickymix.
Will.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry we left you abruptly, but our tech guy was just doing his thing, you know.
Yo,
You know, let's
blame
blame it
the
on
OJ
the
screamer.
yeah.
He says his finger is very sensitive, so you know that
Yo,
he took us the way that he did.
You know what that mean? He fait up sport.
Oh my God.
He do too much sports.
Oh my God.
He used too much
Graisse cacao.
Guess Kulev. The snake oil.
Oh my God! Today I feel like I'm outnumbered. These two right here are speaking a language that I don't understand. You know, they say things that I don't get, so they have to like educate me on this
You
stuff.
still don't know about the graisse cacao?
I guess I get it now.
It's the Haitian steroid. For your muscle.
For your muscles.
Yes,
Yeah, listen
for
to
all
you.
your muscles.
All your muscles.
But anyway,
That make you happy. And your partner happy.
now getting back to business,
Yes.
to business, it's a sensitive subject, but it does exist in our community, and it's misunderstood. It's not perceived right. And I think it's important that, we really talk about it because we do have people in our community who goes through that period of time, those issues, and who think it's okay, it's
Right.
acceptable when it's
Right.
really not acceptable. So we want to talk about, abusive relationships, and we're not just talking about relationships in terms of, boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. We're talking
Right.
about relationships, like, for example, you have a relationship with Clay. That's, you're CEO, you're the GM, and it's important that, you're able to balance
Right.
your life and Yak Radio.
Right.
And if too much things, thrown your way
Right.
consistently, and you gotta stay on it, you gotta stay on it, it can come across borderline abusive.
Right. Right.
So, like how do you feel? How do you feel about that? And then if you have any stories that that you can share.
Actually, yeah, I have. I came into this country when I was 10.
Right.
So, between 7 to 9, and actually, I witnessed my mother. Rest in peace to my mother, and she used to get abused by my stepfather.
Oh wow.
And it's now that when I grew up, when I'm like when I was my first girlfriend, real. When you was in high school, you didn't consider that
Right.
as girlfriend. You was
Yeah,
like,
I was there for those moments.
so it's like I always devoted myself not to engage in a situation like that where I have to hit the person I'm with, because I seen what my mother went to. Sometimes we sleeping in the other room,
Right.
and we hear noises, and we had to run, get neighbors
Wow.
to disengage that situation, and at times I got a couple of punches where he felt he's like he ran away, but love is a powerful thing that when someone is in love, there's no way you could tell them to not see the person that's abusive, because simple the fact is that the person already brainwashed them. You understand? Like
when you say, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I had a stressful day, and the person that's being abused to, they like, oh, okay, I understand he's stressed and stuff like that. And I feel like my mother was like, and she
One of
wasn't
those.
right, and she wasn't working, and he was the bread maker, and
She accepted it.
right, she had to because she had me, my brother, and my little sister, and she had a newborn, and it was four of us in the house, and my father take good care of us, and my father was always used to send money to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's I think that's the only way that he felt like, you know what, these guys being taken care of. I cannot get a full power that I wanted over her.
What was
You know
your
what I'm saying?
understanding why he was doing it? Like, do you think he was in full state of mind, or do you think he was sick? Do you?
Nah, I think he was stressed. He was a painter. He used to paint stuff, boards, and he used to sell it to big time companies. I
Right.
guess when the stock goes down and he wasn't selling enough paintings, and he kind of get upset. And when people get upset, they take that out of they always find a weak link
To
to
relieve that stress.
yeah, get rid of the anger. So now he felt like, my mother was, the weakest link out of all of us. He couldn't touch my brother. He couldn't touch me. He couldn't touch my sisters because he know if he did, he wouldn't lay it out. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So he felt like, yo, let me go to my wife. You understand that? So I felt like, and I always vouch for myself, like, something like, if I ever in a situation like that, I much rather walk away because I see what my mom went through, my mother
Were
went
you
through. So
affected in any way, mentally? Like,
yeah, I was.
Going
I felt I felt sad because I feel like, my mother, like, that's my mom. You
Mhm.
understand? And I couldn't, even though, like I said, I got a couple of punches, that me and my brother sometimes tag team,
Right.
but at the same time we was like 10. My brother was like 12, 13, and I was 10. And let's compare a 40-year-old man to a not even a preteen. You understand? There's no match. It's like
Right.
setting me up to Mayweather. I will get knocked out.
Right. Right.
So it really did impact me, man. I feel like I couldn't help my mom.
Right.
So it really took me there where when I was like, when I came to America, and and I was like, you know what, and as soon as we came to America, my mother passed away.
Mm.
So I felt like I couldn't even help. I didn't even help the situation, and I felt really bad, and
Do you now, as an adult, like, watch yourself, control your anger, or try to, so you don't get back to where he was, or to
Right.
repeat what he do? Are you conscious of that? Do you feel like you have to worry
yes,
about
I feel like, no, I have bad temper. Let me
Do
pull it
you?
out. Everybody know. Ricky know.
Nah.
that? Really?
Ricky could
Yes?
tell you, man. When I'm
Yeah.
mad, I'm like the Hawk.
Yeah.
But
Will is it's one person. When he's mad, if you was walking to your right side of the street,
Mhm.
you move to your left side of the street because
Really?
it goes off.
But
Wow.
but at the same time, I know how to control it. You understand? Like, I can be mad, but my process, my decision process always hit me in the head. Like, you like, as I'm getting mad, I quickly make decisions. You understand? Because I feel, and what had happened in my past with my mother,
Mhm.
and I feel like, you know what, no woman should go through that. So when me, even my ex-girlfriend, when I was like 20, 21, Ricky knew her.
Yeah.
So she was OMG. She was OMG. So, at the same time, I know how to distinguish my attitude towards her. I know what gets her mad. So when she getting mad, I walk away.
Mm.
I never, you know what? I never hit a woman in my life,
That's good.
and I don't plan to. Even my wife now. If my wife is watching, call in, she would tell you, She would tell you that, Will is the type of person. He's a sweetheart, But when he's mad, oh man. But at the same time, he know how to control his temper. If she's talking to me nowadays, now this is my new terminology now.
Mhm.
I got you. I'ma holler at you.
This is what you say,
Yeah.
and it works.
I tell everybody, I'm like, I got you. I'ma holler at you.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So that means that I understand what you did. I'm not gonna get to that point to get mad. I will talk to you later. So this is my new motto. Life is short, too
Right.
short, man.
I mean,
You know?
just so we clear, that was, one sharing of what
Right.
an abusive uh, behavior could be. It's not just that. Thanks for sharing. Abusive
Yeah.
behavior could be a lot more things. It could be some of the things that are said repeatedly. It could be a behavior or something that are done like
Right.
consistently. Like what about you?
I
Squat-
have a question.
What's
okay.
up?
How
Excuse
sometimes
me.
some people said you're probably watching the news or something. Somebody
Right.
gets slapped, and the person say, well, maybe she deserve it. The question is it
Ever?
ever okay for a man to slap a woman, or is it ever okay for a woman to slap a man?
And
Sometimes women do it too.
But
in my opinion, I'll go first. It's never okay for vice versa, either for the male to slap the female or for the female to slap a male. I've never raised my hand on someone
Right.
like
But-
a guy,
but,
and I would never do. You should never allow yourself to get to that level
Right.
where
Right.
that anger like overcomes you where you have to get physical.
I agree.
It's
Right.
never okay. It's never okay. Just so we get that
Right.
out of the way. No matter how much wrong, whether you just find that person like in your bed with another person. I know it could be hard, but
Right.
it's never okay for
No,
you
it's not.
to
It's
really
not.
get like physical. It can get ugly on so many levels. We're not even gonna talk about how ugly it could
Oh yeah, it could get.
get,
Yeah.
but it's never okay. You were
No.
about to say something, Ricky.
yeah, one thing that I wanna add, and stuff like that, is like
That's your favorite word. I just
It's,
want to say.
yeah, it's stuff like that.
I just thought I'd say that. Go ahead.
that this is America,
Right.
and a lot of female now those days, they know that in this country, whatever that a female go and say is always against the male. So some female are like use that against us as men to to provoke us. But at the other end, us as a man, we're supposed to walk away. But some guys, they don't know to
walk
do
away.
that, to hold back. Like with me, I know I get upset a lot of time. But guess what?
How do you
I walk
control
away.
that? How do you
Me
control
is my anger is like before it used to be bad, and now I just use to use to walk away,
Right.
something I know that I'm trying to explain myself, and the person is getting louder than me. I'll be like, all right, okay, I know that the situation is not going anywhere, let me just walk away or just quiet.
Right.
But certain female, they don't want that. They don't want to hear that. When you stay quiet, that's when they go after you more.
Right. Right. Yep.
And something I used to I used to be bad. I'm having an argument and whatever. I just
You get
go
frustrated.
frustrated, punch a wall and everything. And stuff like
Yeah.
that. But never put my hands. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. I'm not saying that it's because the law say if I hit a woman I'm going to jail. That's the reason that I didn't do it.
Right.
But you know what I mean. So I'm thinking with my head. Before I do something. But some people some people saying they don't think, they act, and they have people that they act didn't think.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
So that's with me, that's the same, that's in that category that I'm fitting. I think, then I act. So if I see we're not going anywhere with that, I just walk
Disappointed.
away.
Right. Right.
And stuff like that. I have my homegirl this morning, we was having a conversation, and and she was telling me, I was trying, I call her and stuff like that, be like, um or you know what I'm saying, because she have a friend of hers, you know, she have a bunch of friends, female friends. They, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to promote my boat ride. I was like, oh, you inviting your friends because, you know, kind of like, you know, she came to my birthday party
Okay.
and stuff like that, and it was her birthday also. So, and I was like, oh, you inviting your friend? It was like, to tell the truth, she almost died this morning. I'm like,
Wow.
she almost died this morning. She was like, yo, she got saved because her 9 and 5-year-old was in the house. The husband came and was choking her.
Oh
So she got
wow.
saved by the
The
kids,
kids.
you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, the guy kind of like, you know, I don't know what she was doing or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but I think like, you know, the guy start like, you know, got like, you know, insecure because he put camera all over the house. So he was like, you know, watching her
Ooh.
24/7.
And
So
that behavior right there is wrong.
and you
Like,
know what I mean. So I feel very sorry for her and stuff like that, that she's going through like that, down to those that situation and stuff like that. But you know, I think like, you know what I'm saying, and you know, a guy, if you know that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, things is not working with your mate, unless like, you know, you get to that next level by like, you know, punching, slapping, or whatever, just walk away,
the best thing is to
you know,
walk
and
away.
stuff like that. So I think that's the
I
best.
you know how sometime you uh, you'll hear a woman talking. I'll hear two women talking, and they be
Right.
like, "You see what she's doing to this guy? I can't do that to my man. If I ever do it to my man, he slapped the hell out of me."
And then it's totally okay.
You know what I'm
They
saying? It's
make
kind of
it
like
seem like it's
certain things.
okay.
It's just like certain things they want to do, but they're afraid to do it because of the type of men that they have. It's just like a young kid. Certain things they will do, but when I was young, certain things I wanted to do,
Why?
but if I'm thinking if my mom or my dad find out, they'll whoop my ass. I don't
Yeah.
do it.
It's a crazy sickness. It's a crazy sickness that's out there because I have friends who, there would be in a situation where the man is jealous and he'll show up at a club and then come pick him up and smack him and get jealous and they'll be like, oh yeah, he was only jealous. And I'm like,
But
that is,
But that's how things start, by little jealousy and
Right.
gradually go up,
But
and then, you know, things explode.
like the question GB had asked earlier, is it okay? I don't think it's okay for anybody to hate anyone.
no,
I'm not
absolutely
I'm
not.
not your son. I'm not your cousin.
Even if you were his son.
Like I said,
Right,
even if we was, I don't think it's right for you to put your hands on me
right,
because you do not know what kind of day I had.
right,
Like I told a lot of people, like when the cops pull you over, consider the cops as human beings.
right,
You understand? Like you don't know what kind of day they were having. You don't know what their wife or their kids, if they had to go to their kids, their daughter's son's school, they had to do a lot of things. So when they pull you over, you being mindful that they are you. The only thing that separates them is the shield that they have.
right, that's
You
it.
understand? Like I always tell, like my new intake in life is that the same way I scratch my arm is the same way
Right,
Marge do it, same
right,
way Ricky do it.
right,
So there's no difference in anything we do. The only thing is that right now we have the opportunity to make money, and some of us have way more money than all of us done. But at the end of the day, when things hit the fan, Diddy, Jay Z, they scratch the same way
we do.
I scratch.
Right,
They brush their hair the same way. They eat the same way. There's no difference between us. But the reality is that I don't think like just because I say something, my wife should slap me
right,
because I feel, oh, if she says something, I should slap her. At the end of the day, the one main goal is respect. If there's no respect, then what's the whole point?
right. HMI, we're talking about it. We open up the floor, the comment board. If you have a situation, or if you have, if you're confused, you don't know whether it's borderline abusive, you think it's love, share your name, and then you want to talk about it. We're not calling ourselves experts, but we definitely, it'd be our pleasure to kind of share our opinion and be somewhat of a support or help to you. We know it's out there. We know it exists in our community. We know the verbal abuse is there. We know the physical abuse is there, and hiding it or not talking about it, it's not the
Right.
right way to go about it.
Right.
Like I can tell you something I went through. Like my mother and my father. I grew up with my mom, so my mom was like the mom and the dad. So I mean, I left Haiti when I was very, very young. So I pretty much was raised with mom. Then
What
you know,
is very, very young?
That is very young.
very, very young.
Two?
Like I was no, not that young. Like elementary,
Like 5,
Seven.
junior
6.
high.
Do you
yeah,
even remember?
around that time. So so I grew up. I only knew just mom. Mom is the one that mom was dad. Mom was did everything. But we got older, and we decided, okay, you know, we share the same last name of that man. That man is in Haiti. Let's kind of like sponsor him and get him up here.
Right.
So we get him up here, and then you know how Haitian thinks. They tend to think like, okay, I'm gonna get you up here. While chercher un job, while phone job, while phone cob, and then you're gonna
Right.
give me some of it. It's gonna go towards the bill. So that was the plan for my dad with my mom.
Right.
You know. So we got a home out in Brooklyn, and we got the man up here, and the man is very he's very country. You know, he didn't live in the city. He didn't live in Port-au-Prince. He lived really in the village, in the country. Okay, that's where he lived. So his style is very different. And this is someone that we can get him to change. So he does things as if like he's in the country. No matter how many times you tell him to do things the American way or the city way, there's no reason for you to do it this way. We have laundry facility downstairs. No, my dad wants to get a bar soap and then what? No, I'm serious.
Wow.
Like, and then wash his clothes in the bathroom and put it in the pretty woman's pretty curtain. You know, and my mom get upset and stuff like that. So damn, I just said stuff like that.
Stuff like Ricky brushing
You
off
know
on
what I'm saying?
you.
So my mom would get upset, and my mom
Teamwork.
would get so upset where like my mom became somewhat. I mean, it's so funny. Like I don't want to say the word abusive, but it was abusive. Where the kind of things that she would do to him, but she thought it was okay to do it to him. I can't see a man cry. Like as
Right.
much as hardcore as I am, Marjory Unpredictable Marge, I'm
Right.
hardcore. But like I like a man to wear the pants. I want you to be a man.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be a lady. I want
Right.
to be a female. I want to sit across my legs. I want you to open the door. I want you to drive. I want you to do the man thing and me do the girl
Yeah.
thing. So
Only right.
so my dad would cry when my mom like do things to him. My mom would take a brush and just threw it at him. If he didn't put this mug this way, or if he didn't flush the toilet, or if she said don't flush the toilet, he flushed the toilet. My mom would just like hit him. And one day, I would never forget this. It was a summer day. It was in August, and I don't know what my dad was doing in the kitchen. My dad, I guess, probably didn't do whatever it was right, and my mom started hitting on him with a broom.
Wow.
With a broom, and took stuff and then throwing that stuff. And my daughter's very young. My daughter probably was like maybe 5 years old at the time. She's never seen that, so she saw that. So she became very alarmed, and I was taking a shower. The little girl came to get me. Mommy, mommy, mommy! Grandma is hitting Grandpa. Grandma is hitting Grandpa, and I just run out of there. And Grandpa, my dad, was like without a shirt, and my mom was hitting on her. And I was like, I remember saying to my mom, I said to my mom, "You putting me in a very strange position right now. You are my mom. He's my dad. I understand he doesn't speak English, but guess what? If this goes to court and they ask me if you hit him, I'm going to say you hit him." And I said, "Dad, no matter what she does, so you never hit back. Because
Right.
if you hit back, although she hit you first,
Right.
you're going to jail. You're never gonna see daylight."
Exactly. Yeah.
And I just, and there were things that she was doing that was abusive, but to her, it was just
okay.
norm.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
It was just norm. And the only way for me to kind of mediate that, the only way for me to kind of separate that, was to have my dad move with me. Because I didn't want to be in the middle, and obviously I didn't want anything to happen to my mom, because I love my mom. But that's my girl,
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, here's a man who's from the countryside, who does not understand the whole city life. No matter how much you tell him it's not this way, he wants to do it the country
Right,
way.
right.
He's late. He was
Right.
like in his 60s learning these things,
Right.
And like I was bothered by that. And then I was trying to tell my mom, what you're doing to him is abusive, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. Like she does not get it. Which I say all of this to say a lot of us like Haitians, we tend to think of certain things like it's okay. It's okay that for you to pee in bed for you to
But
like get these beatings.
you know,
That is not right.
you know the one thing is that that it's not just Haitians. It's in the whole island. It's like they feel like there's some things that they have
Privilege
the
to.
privilege they come to, like your teachers spanking you,
Right.
and they feel like it's okay. But you know how much spanking I got from teachers, man. I have spanking just because I didn't go to church. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Understand? But over here it's
That's-
abuse.
Right.
Because you know why? I have a right not to go to church.
Right.
But
Right.
in in the islands,
Didn't.
yeah, in the islands, you know what? We said you go to church every Sunday.
That's
Then
what you
you're
do.
gonna report on Monday. If your name is not on the list that you went to church on Sunday, they're gonna call all of us in one little room,
Right.
and we're gonna get the beating. You know what I'm saying? But it's the perception of the those people that came from Haiti, it's like it's a bad habit. They don't see it as abuse. They see it as this is why we
This is
raised them.
oh, this is love, or this is
It's- yeah,
discipline,
exactly.
and they get these cross.
Right.
And,
And-
husbands too, boyfriends too. They get this cross.
Right.
Like,
And this same thing I tell people, like we wasn't born racist. None of us was born racist. None of us was born.
it was taught.
You know, we watch what our fathers, our grandfathers, our great fathers doing, so that the bloodline and everything that they do kind of come down to us. So there's no way we could change that. Regardless if someone educate us on, you know, this is not the right way to the proper way to treat someone, but in the back of our head it's already embedded. So there's no way you're gonna get that out of mind, that we can't get that out of a system, because due to the fact that we was raised for like 20 years,
Right. But
like the
nevertheless-
Maku, do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
nevertheless, it is wrong. It is wrong for you to just because
Oh, yeah,
something
it is.
doesn't go right, doesn't go your way, for you to hit on a person. It is wrong for you to consistently use these, abusive words, towards a person, derogatory terms, because, it is wrong. And it is wrong also, we have a situation where, girl likes boy, or boy like girl, but obviously, get avantage for guy to get from girl. And then guy don't want to let the girl go because he's gonna miss on disadvantage.
Right.
So he keeps professing these lies to her. That's abusive as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm lying to you and tell you I'm feeling you. I'm really feeling you. I'm really feeling you, but I'm really not feeling you. But it's just because I want to get something that's wrong. And again, we open up the lines and the comment board for you to
Feel free, yeah.
feel free to do.
Call us 718-454-1940. 718-454-1940. So,
Merci
but
beaucoup, ça.
jeudi I open well, just hold that thought.
Yeah.
Sorry avec les viewers que jeudi nous parlons plus l'anglais, man.
I know.
On va
Sorry, but nous déjà connaît problème moi. Déjà, et puis,
So-
là, c'est même problème dans le
so
We're gonna be expressive in English.
You see the way my
Creole?
thought account set up?
It's in English, right?
Yeah,
Me
it's
too.
like it's really hard for me to take my account settings to Creole to
What are we
English.
talking about? Numbers, or are we talking about in English?
You know,
Setting.
but my savings,
Yes.
my savings setup in English. So my account is in English. So I can't go to the bank and tell people bum $20. They're gonna look at me like,
Right.
really, Will? What's $20? So
yeah.
you know,
So HMI n'a pas là avec nous là. So relez-nous dans le téléphone dans 718-454-1940 sous l'on abuse relation.
Or if you're confused,
You know,
you
and
don't
stuff
know
like
whether
that.
you are.
Ou ka rele nou, fen konen.
We can talk about it.
Ou pa bezen di non, ou apon samdi la. Share avec nous, ou apon samdi la.
Right.
So,
If you have that guy who you've been seeing since November, and you know this guy is really not willing to commit, but somehow the guy keeps pulling you back. The guys keep saying these things to you to pull you back, and you get all confused, and you find that all over the place. You know what? You want to talk about it? You know what? We got Rickymix here. We got myself. We got Will. Again, we're not saying that we're experts, but then we're gonna talk this through. We're gonna help to see if this is borderline, abusive? Is this person manipulating the situation? Does this person really care? We open up
But
the lines and comments just
you know,
as
you know,
you.
funny thing is, I work
Mhm.
for ACS, right?
Oh, really? I didn't even
Um,
know that.
yeah, I deal with those guys that just come off of bids, the young teens,
Right.
they on their 12, 12, 13, 14, and they have to come to our compound so we could you know manage them into, because having a 14-year-old doing 8 months in Rikers is kind of tough for you to send them home right
After that
away. So
experience,
after that experience, they
yeah,
come to us, and we have to
evaluate them.
reevaluate them. There's certain steps that we have to take, fragile steps that we have to take to make sure that they prepare when they do the 8 months in our facility to send them back to reality. And funny thing, the abuse thing is that ACS have their policy and we have our policy. It's funny how our policy and ACS policy sometimes cross path, and
Mhm.
our policy sometimes when it cross path, it comes out as abuse. You
Mhm.
understand? It's not just spousal abuse.
Right.
They have friendship abuse.
Right.
They
Yep.
have siblings abuse. And they have professional abuse, like when
Yep.
you're at work.
Right.
And sometimes people, it's something that that you guys need to be aware of is abuse mean when you're not feeling comfortable about a situation.
Right. Absolutely.
As soon as you reach that level where you're like, wait a minute, I don't like what he's telling me.
It's like you have a boss, or
Right,
or you have a supervisor who, whether this person like you or not, but the work is supposed to be equally shared.
right,
But the work is not equally shared. The person is just keep flowing things your way, and then guess what now? This result you having to work longer hours.
right,
You don't want to say no. You stay there. You do it. You do it. You do it. You do it.
right.
That's wrong too.
It is.
That is some form of abuse. We want you to understand. It's not somebody pounding on you or
Right.
hitting you,
Right.
And then it could be something that someone consistently saying to you, putting you down. Whether the person's saying, you ugly, you ugly. Like why do you wear this? You don't look right. You don't right. And then the person keeps, and then it's making you feel some type of way.
Right.
It's undermining you, and it's take away from your self esteem, and sometimes that could lead to dangerous thing, the unthinkable. I don't even want to think about it, but it can lead to the unthinkable,
Right.
where ou sens
So,
ou
so
ke
yeah.
ou pa même vle la encore, ou pa
Right.
même vle vive
But
encore. Ou
funny thing
kompren?
is, Yak Radio, people seem like they think that, oh, it's just another something, but it's not. We actually have a policy of sexual abuse, sexual and mental abuse,
Mhm.
a clipboard where we feel like if a co-host, shout out to my co-host Willa Bella,
Mhm.
she's on the check-in, Willa Bella, she's Haitian and Trini, but she don't even know a word of Creole.
Mm-mm.
So sometimes when I wanna say something she don't understand, I just say in Creole. So
Mm.
yeah, so we have a policy where even though we are a small company and a small scale, but we
Mhm.
still have the policy of abuse.
Right.
Like no one is above anyone.
Right.
That's my policy.
Right.
I'm not allowed to shout and scream at anyone in there. I could come to you and you're like, you know what, Marge, I do not like what you I can't even say I do not like.
Right.
I could come to you and be like, Marge, do you think you could do this the other way? Like, because that way you are doing it is not the right way. You understand? It's not the policy way, but I'm just saying, like, can you please look into it
Right.
to see what can you do to change it to something positive.
That's
You
good.
know, the language is one thing with the language too. You have to be careful what you say to someone
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
yeah, you might tell someone you doing it is the wrong way. They feeling like uncomfortable.
Right.
They feeling I've been doing this for years, and now you talking at me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the language, the body, the expression, is everything that.
Yeah, also the tone of voice.
Yeah,
Also,
right, yeah.
So it's like if you used to be like talk to
You're yelling all the
your
time.
your girlfriend, wife,
Right.
whatever. like the way that I'm talking right now, hey baby, and this and that, and one day you're like, hey Sagera,
Yeah,
you
where's my
know,
food?
so
I mean, you can get stern,
so
you can get serious, and then we know like when we get serious and stern, we tend to be at a higher pitch, you know. But as long that it doesn't get, like out of line with the profanity, and then I mean, what it's obviously when you're mad, and then when you're talking,
Oh
when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
serious, you
yeah.
got the seriousness about you, the sternness, the straightness, it's a whole different
Right.
ball game. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to be straight, serious, or whatever, as long that it's not like you know, it's just like bam and bam
Yeah.
and bam and bam. You know what I'm saying? So it just it gets it gets borderline,
yeah,
Yeah, cause
uncomfortable and could be a bit abusive.
and the
As
level,
well.
like you were saying, the level of where you always blaming someone,
Right.
like any little thing. And I feel like this is one thing our Haitian culture embedded is like they always blaming like the partner.
Yeah.
The bed is not making. Well, it's your fault. You shouldn't make it. But wait a
Right.
minute. Both of us slept on it.
Right.
If I'm
You
if
got up last.
right, if I missed to fix the bed, you was the last one. Like why I'm coming from work and the bed is not made and you was home all day, you blaming me. You
Right.
understand? So
Right.
it's like I was saying before, it's the Makut way. You know what I'm saying?
He likes that word.
Yeah, it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So most Haitian parents, they grew up on that system. You know what I'm saying? They grew up in where the man is always right. Females have no right. So this is what we grew up on.
Right. Right. Right.
So we for people that like me that's in our 30s, sometimes we have to really distinguish the law, the US law and the Haitian law.
Right.
You,
Because
you
they're too
understand?
different. They're two different laws.
There's two different laws,
So
believe it
two
or
different
not,
laws. It's
because
so true.
U.S. law will get you 30 to life. You know, Haitian
And
law will get
anything
you.
gives.
Oh man,
Anything you can do.
Haitian law could just get you like, you know what? I have $500. Wipe that off. Not here. Yo,
Yeah.
over here it's not like that. Okay, you smack your wife. Guess what? If she press charges, you will go to jail. That's spousal abuse, and this is one thing that this country don't. It's two things this country don't vouch for: animal abuse and spouse abuse.
Right. I mean, what I don't want to see, and I know it happens. You hear, I know the fathers, I know the husbands, they get mad. Obviously, deceit and being unfaithful. It's a sensitive subject, and it hits home like really really hard. But regardless of how hard it hit, that you don't want to like lose control. I mean, my freedom is just so special to me. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like so appreciate that. So
Yeah, look at
it's
the
like
vault.
yeah,
Hey,
exactly,
turn up.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
like although I'm going on like literally like just 2 hours of sleep, but just that ability
Right.
to be able to just get up and then I drove to work and then I left and then I went home. I mean, can you imagine of like doing something and then having to put your life before 12 people and have them
Yeah.
to decide and then put you away or whatever. We're talking about this because we know it's in our community. We know it's within us. We know it exists in the homes. We know it's with the boyfriends. We know it's
Yep.
with the husbands. We know it's with the moms, even the dads who are hitting the daughters because the daughters are dressing a little bit, like too skimpy. Like that is still not right for you to be hitting on the daughters,
Right, right.
I mean, there are ways to getting your point across without hitting.
Yeah.
There are ways to getting your point across without the verbal abuse, the undermining, putting someone down.
Right.
You had something? You were about to say something?
No,
No?
I was gonna say something, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Flash your head.
No, there are ways. I mean, again, HMI, like we're talking about it. We're talking about things that exist within us. Again, you know what? If I'm saying something that you feel that it's incorrect, you know what? Challenge me. And I say this every Sunday that we're here. You know what?
We're not expert.
We're not experts. You
Right.
want to challenge us? We have a live telephone number. We open it to you, the viewers, whether you're in Boston, Massachusetts, Miami,
Miami,
Haiti,
Haiti.
New York. wherever. Just call us. You know what?
But Marjorie,
It's that type of show.
one thing also that
Mhm.
you know, what I'm saying with the relationship, the abusive
Someone
relationship and
commented
stuff
on
like that.
great topic.
Great topic. Thank you for guest 417. So
That's what we're gonna call them,
yeah,
guest.
no, that's I don't have
Guest
to-
99, where you at? You
Yeah.
don't have anything to say, guest
What's going
99?
on, guest
I mean, like
99?
really, share
Yeah.
your view. Like,
You
let's
was-
talk
you-
about it.
So-
You was turned up.
Yeah.
one thing also, you know, one thing it is like on relationship, like you know, what I'm saying like certain people accept the abuse on their relationship because of what? Like gen moun ki deux moun ki rete lon kay et yach lon kay ensemble.
Yeah.
OK?
Yeah.
Nègre ou sinon fille a investi pi fol l'argent lan kay la.
Yeah.
Now, si yo kite, li pa gon kote pou la ale.
Right.
Because you know saying tout earn money li se lan kay la li.
Right.
So now li rive lon point que li pa ka retire le sol di bon, konon bagay, ba m'accepte l. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying the thing is like you know what I'm saying like you know a lot of time abusive relationships started from the beginning. Sou pa tolere, sou pa
Yes,
accepte
that's so true.
l'an first la,
That's so true.
li pa jam rive on point.
That's
On
true.
pa sam la se nou menm ki pou konen. Depi on pan sou gen menaj nou,
You
on pa
have to
sam la
recognize the signs very early.
So
Very,
de
very
boutan
early.
de bagay sa, ou pan sam la so mette pied nou there. Ou pan sam I don't care if you're in love, not in love and stuff like that. Ou moun na ou paret ou moun na on ti jan prele, you know, a palo on ti jan bagay bi like yo, chéri. Tout pi loin, m'a explico. So konen se kon sa bagay pou al fet. And nous font camper. It's nothing wrong to walk away from certain things.
But you know one thing, Ricky?
But you think it's
You
really
know-
easy to do that
yeah.
because you're in the honeymoon stage.
But
Usually
yeah,
things are
I was
good
gonna say, you know one thing, you can never find out how a person is like.
until
like-
it's almost too late.
Like you said, in the honeymoon stage, those kids that we get, like the first 2 weeks, they sweethearts, man.
Yeah.
They nice. Yes, Will. Okay, Will. Like a month later,
it turned to evil.
yeah, SMD, Will. Well, SMD, I'm like, whoa, dude, you,
What's SMD?
you know, that's something I'm gonna tell you
Later?
actually, yeah, later.
Oh,
So
my
you know what I'm saying?
gosh.
That's a gang. You know what I mean? I would, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's how sometimes I have to do with my daughter. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
okay, what does that
and
mean?
you know, and it's like you said, Ricky. No one like if I'm abusive, I'm not gonna smack you right away.
Mhm.
I'm not because I understand with the fact that I know you know your rights. So if I smack you right away, you're not gonna. I'm gonna brainwash you. You understand?
And that's abusive as well.
Yeah,
That's a form of abuse.
Most abusive guys, they or
yeah,
females, they
brainwash. You know what I mean? They know what to do, what to say.
Yeah,
You know, and make you be in that comfort zone. That you know, like I know some people that you know saying that I've been around people that you know saying like you know a son of abusive relationship went to their house, saw
it.
you know witness it, and I'd be like
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 what do
this.
you say? Like, how do you
But-
help? Like,
okay, my thing is this is one thing.
it's not your business.
It's not no. I'm not gonna say it's not my business.
Okay.
You understand? Et pour ça toujours dit, maman toujours dit m'bagay ça. L'on aide moun d'amour ou pas entrer dans business yo.
yep,
Parce que pas jamais connaît si c'est comme ça, yo
exactly.
ap marcher.
Yeah,
Ou
but we have to be somewhat of a support.
Tenez, Marjory faut comprendre un bagay. Si m'pas ka un monde pour première fois, mon nègre vini le ba un calotte ou sinon fille a ba un calotte.
Right.
M'pas wal di yo m'al camper comme ça, m'a garder comme ça. M'a vinn dans mi-temps, m'di yo guys, come on. This is not this is not the moment. On va font séparer.
Mhm.
Si moi konya ba y a vinn on ti jan bagay, ou on va sam si on va si moi que ba yo on ti jan mabial.
Mhm.
Comprendre? So et si m'zami avec on va m'pata remen ouais nèg al en prison, m'pata remen ouais fille al en prison. Si m'zami avec partenaire m'a dit ah mon cher, on a le sauté, on a le ponti fraîcheur. On va samedi même jantou moi dit madame là ah on a le sauté, on a le fonti marché, on va samedi alors fini, on va retourner back, on va and stuff like that. But guess what? Ou pas arrêter avec mon nan 24 hours.
Right.
Ou kal marcher avec mon nan, les mon nan retourner mon nan ka di comme ça que yo ou loki bo les mon lan te là mais qui fait m'bat tout yo, m'bat kofro and this and that and ou pas là et puis mon nan pe bagay. On va samedi là so
I know,
so
but
that's
when is it okay? When I hear what you're saying, and I've heard the same concept as well growing up. Le deux mundamu, madame mouche, husband and wife, you never get involved. Boyfriend and girlfriend, you never get involved because they always tend to go back to each other. But at the same time, too, I'm just one of those who'd like to be proactive. I want to save lives. I want to save relationship. I want to save face. I want to save. I'm the type of person I want to be able to save a situation. So I I want to I want to know, when is it okay? When can we make it okay that we do interject? Because we do have these friends who are in these relationships. They're bad relationships. Let me tell you something. I'm the type of person everybody knows, and they probably they give it to me hard too, because they're like, Marjory, you're so cold. You're very hardcore. You don't sugarcoat things. I can't sugarcoat things. If you're in a relationship with a guy and I see that it's not working for you, we're going to be friends, and I'm going to tell you, look,
Right.
this is really bad for you. Like, all my friends will tell you, this is how I roll. Because I just can't sit there and lie to you. The person is lying to you all the time. The person does not treat you right. The person just treats you like in the worst way
but
possible.
Marjory, m konen wap ba mse ko. Tout moun ki la abusive relationship, zami yo toujou di yo so di
Right.
ya.
Yeah.
But moun nan si se sal reme.
Yeah, I kinda, yeah.
Gen moun,
I
gen
blame
moun-
those
gen-
people
gen-
too.
gen- gen mesdames, gen garçon ki reme le madame yo, sinon le menaj
Apa yo?
ka bat yo kou.
Yeah, that's why one thing.
Jesus.
On pense à moi.
Ladies,
Gen moun se
that
pou pale.
is wrong.
Yeah, to piggyback off what Rick is saying, you cannot blame the abuser like 100%. You understand? Because at the same time, I'm being abused. You know what I'm saying? I could leave. You understand? I don't have to. I don't have to stand this. I'm my own. I'm my own human being. I make my own decision. So at the same time, you cannot. Okay, the abuser will be the abuser, but as the one that's getting abused, you could just get up. And I know it's really hard to get up and leave, but I mean, come on.
But Will, nan pa sa, mte gen on professeur ke m konen ki te baga ki lemte a Haiti. Mse di kon sa ke yo, gene se li gon zanmil on dam. Dam nan di si maril pa bat, di se ke nega pa remel, no?
Wow.
Wow.
So,
then again, you
Somebody
see,
wrote
this
something.
this is why we were saying. I was saying earlier. It's like this the whole the island system. You understand? Like they embedded that. You know what? Their mother getting abused. They seen their mother getting abused. They don't have any law to stop that from happening. So now they get immune to it. That it's okay to get abused.
Someone just wrote a comment, and the person said, people will only move on from their abusers only when they are ready and actually realize it.
But sometimes it could be when you're in the casket.
That's my point. That's exactly my point.
Exactly.
That's
So
exactly my point.
when is enough?
Right.
Like I understand. Like you know sometimes the funniest thing is the person might be like, yo, he's good in bed. Oh my God, I never.
I
met
know.
him.
Or
I know.
He provides for the
I
house.
know, and-
Exactly.
And those are the things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about, like, okay, I know it's hard times. I know we got a mortgage together. I know we have like 6 cars. That's it's under both of our names. But at the same time, regardless of all these materialistic things, it's never okay for someone to undermine you, make you feel uncomfortable, hit on you, make you where you have to go in your moment and just cry and
Right.
feel some type of way, and then like the stuff in the car where you're trying to have like 2 minutes of peace of mind. Some of the women, that's what they're going through.
I know all the time.
Yeah, they're going through that where they don't like to even be home.
Nope.
Or before going home, they're trying to really steal 2 minutes to themselves just being on the car before facing the abuser. Ladies and gentlemen, because
Right.
we guys do it too.
Yeah.
Ladies do it to men
Because
too.
like I said, there's the LGBA. There's the and they all go through the same thing we go through.
Right. And it's
So-
never okay. What we're saying, it's never okay. And we want to help you in any way possible, talking about whatever that you're going through, or if you're confused, you're not sure, you think it's borderline abusive or not,
Right.
you think you love that person, you whatever, you want to not tell us your name, You want to call, you just want us to talk about it, not necessarily give you a
Professional,
professional,
yeah.
you know,
We not Dr. Phil.
right.
We are HMI. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Right. We're
so
HMI. Let's talk about it. We talk about anything and everything. And
or
one of
maybe
the
like
things,
share a
Yeah,
story.
share a
So
story.
right?
tell if you've been on one. If you
Not sure you are in one, but
and stuff
there's
like
some
that.
traits, there's
So
some similarities. You're confused because of whatever. You think it's
like they
okay.
say,
What
saying like abuse come in different
color?
color.
We don't know what that color is.
So
To
it's
be
like some
honest with
people
you.
might not know. Some people might just think it's okay. Some people might think it's normal. As my man love me. And, I like when he hate me. He give me money. That's I have to take it. And stuff like that. But ladies, it's 2014.
And gentlemen,
If gentlemen, if y'all have education, and stuff like that, bagay moun sot nan peyi anko,
right.
wan samdjala, tout gen l'ekol, tout
But
moun
it
al l'ekol, wan samdjala, so même si m konen pa gan pil travay, wan samdjala, but
but it's the thing is that um the education, like they're not doing anything. They There is a lot of spousal abuse, but
Right.
what the community doing about it? You understand?
Right.
They're not providing
Any type of help. Right.
if this the issues start at a young age, maybe the high school need to provide, like they provide a hygiene class, not hygiene, what is that course, the course in high school you take where they teach you how to condoms and stuff like that, oh man,
Oh, health class.
health class.
Uh-huh.
They see they provide us with health class, but when I was in high school, they never provide me with a abuse class. You understand? So
Right.
that I left high school since 2000. You understand? Imagine the people that left high school before me, and before them, and the people that's leaving high school after me, and they never have this course that to teach them how to better engage their anger, and also that the young ladies that are being abused, they don't have this course to provide to them that watch out for these signs. You understand? Like this is the sign where if your spouse, your mother, your whoever at the house are exhibiting, this is the sign to look for. You should put a stop to it. You
Right.
should be like, listen, mom, hey, this is what the school teaching me. This is what that I'm learning. I think this is what you're doing to me.
Right.
I think we should stop it right there, right here and there, nip it in the butt.
Right.
But we are not educating our youth.
That's so true.
So when like I said, I work with these kids, and the things that come out of their mouth about females, sometimes I feel like, wow.
Wow.
You understand? Like they, even though they go to school, because ACS provide them with their own schools and stuff,
Mhm.
they don't teach them, like, this is the way that you should do things. Understand? I think they have to. I think the level of education have to start in junior high,
Right. I
where
mean,
where they teach the kids this form of abuse. This is abuse. This is where you draw the line.
it's not even that too. I mean, I think what it is too. I mean, obviously the symptoms, the beginning, it starts in many forms,
Right.
different way. There's no really set guidance that you and I or Ricky Mix can say what to look for. The key thing we want to say to look for is the minute that you're feeling uncomfortable. Like we like to say, the minute you're feeling some type of way,
Right.
the way he speaks to you, the way that you're in public, that the milieu, the way that he just undermines you. Like you start talking, he cuts you off.
Right.
He doesn't allow you to have a word because he wants to feel like he's superior, you inferior.
Right.
These are some things we
But
can,
one thing is like like I see two different type of like abuse, but it's still abuse.
right. There's several.
Like people that's making the money, that's bringing the bread, usually abuse
Right.
the person that's not making the bread. And sometimes you see people that's making the bread is getting abused by the people that
Yeah,
is not making the bread.
yeah,
That's making the bread. You know, it's like, saying like, ladies, gentlemen, come on. It's 2014. I know that, saying like your spouse, your girlfriend, and that whatever is going to say something out of context that going to get you upset, get you mad. If you feel that way, just, walked away and stuff like that.
And we know it's hard.
And
We
I
know
know it's
it's
hard,
hard
but
to walk away.
like
We
saying
know.
like some female, they know where to like saying go reach, to get you in that point to make you mad, and saying you it's like saying you could be like what like put it like this. I'm having an argument with Marjory and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, one thing, let me just walk away. And as I'm walking away, reach by the door, and Marjory say one little thing
And that piss you
that
off and
like
makes you come back.
trigger, and you know what I'm saying. I
Here you
just
come.
and stuff like that. So
Like my thing, what I've worked for me is it's so funny that I think people have their own perception of me. I am. I am. I'm a great debatable person. Like I can
Right.
debate, a topic. We can talk about a topic. But when it comes to being, I could be somewhat argumentative.
Right.
I could be that. But the minute that I see that like you way up there,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna meet you way up there. You know what I do? I shut down.
Right.
I shut down. I become quiet. I don't have anything to say. I go into my zone
Right.
because I really never want someone to take me, out of there.
Right.
And I even do that even with, some of my employees where sometimes we get in a conversation it's like it's heated.
Mhm.
It's heated and I have to remember and I'm like, wait a second. And even sometimes even when I deal with guests that, they're way up there. Like today I had a situation of a guest that was really complaining about like I felt like it was like minute. It was like small stuff. But like oh my gosh, like they were just upset because the sink didn't flood, didn't drain, the toilet didn't flush. Oh my god, I didn't get luggage. And that person was just way up there, and I'm like really speaking to them. I'm like, you're so right.
Mm.
We failed to meet your expectations.
Yeah,
I'm
you kill 'em with
so
kindness.
sorry about
Right.
that. You're right. We definitely dropped the ball. We dropped the ball on so many levels.
Yeah.
I will definitely have a conversation with the team,
Right.
with engineering, with housekeeping, with everyone.
Yeah.
So the next time, perhaps if you do decide to stay with us, like I bring my level,
Down,
like
right.
way down here. Like I just will not allow anybody to take me up there. But yet, when you look at me, you probably like, okay, she's strong. She's like, no, I don't like to argue.
it's just like like me. Like I say, like with me, I work the type of job that I do. I picked up people
Oh wow, that's a big one.
yeah. There's a
We
lot
have
of
to read
yeah.
that.
The type of job. I work with the black car service and stuff like that. I picked up people from home, take them to the airport, from their home, taking them to the job and stuff like that. And one day, this lady, we were supposed to book one of the cars and stuff like that, and one of the driver that was supposed to pick her up, kind of like I think messed up or like got lost or something. So I had to replace. They sent me to replace him, and he's like, saying she was coming from the flying. I don't know where she was like coming, and by the first driver calling, be like he would not make it on time, but I was kind of like the closest driver
Right.
to the airport. So now they send me. So now saying, so when they send me and saying it was like already 10 minutes late, and I'm like saying in my head, because me, I'm one of and I'm one of those people that like I know how to control myself, like
Right.
saying like I always like whenever that somebody say, I was like put my head down or whatever, and like walk away. So I already prepare myself. I know that saying that lady was going off on me.
Good.
So soon as I pull up at the airport, that lady start abusing me. Oh, this is da 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 da.
Lit.
Listen, let me tell you. I'm like, driving the car. I'm like, saying on the bridge, I'm like, yo, I really want to like, make a left turn and just, and stuff like that. But, saying I was like,
What's the
I look at it, my job first, the
right?
company,
Right.
and the person right. Because yes, she have the right to be mad because, we messed up. And guess what? I didn't even say nothing. I just told the lady, ma'am, you absolutely right. We messed up and stuff like that. Guess what?
Good.
And stuff like that.
When
Yeah.
when I got to her house, drop her, she gave me a big tip, and she
See
was
that?
like, you know, this is the
I
first.
like when we do those
This
turnarounds.
is the first time I have a driver that I'm like, really yelling at him, and he's not really like, yelling back
You see
or
that?
and stuff like that. So me, this is how it is. Some people do it's not like that, and stuff like that. We know one thing it is
Let
always
me read this comment here. Go back. Is that the
yeah,
beginning of
that's
the
the beginning.
comment?
Yeah.
There's a lot of programs out there targeting domestic violence, hotlines, guidance counselors, other nonprofit programs. The thing is, people are not speaking up, which makes it hard for these programs to be implemented in the local community, especially in the Caribbean community.
I think the Caribbean community lack of that.
Abusive relationships usually start with insecurity.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah,
It's
the
very true.
I have to disagree a little,
A little
bit on
bit?
that
Okay.
because I feel like the Caribbean they don't really care about those type of things.
But I think it goes back to saying we
Right.
don't speak about it.
We don't speak about it, but at the same
Right.
time, we
It's not a question that we don't speak about
But
it.
we don't.
It's a question
don't,
we
yeah.
like kind of ashamed about it. Like
It's
right.
we don't want people to know our business.
right.
So that's the problem. So we in the Caribbean we have that mentality that we don't want to open when something is bothering us.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, we won't talk about it when it's bothering us to get help, but we'll brag about it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we will.
yes, one bag but bomwe
But
kailan
you
bien
will brag.
sabotel
Okay,
bien
but you
sabotel.
will
Like we
listen,
speak like
Marjory,
that though.
you brag to the wrong person.
Right.
If you're going to brag, you're going to brag to somebody that's going to help you.
Right.
Not somebody that saying that's going to be like so fel ou bel 3 kalot ou de bel 4 kalot.
Right.
Oh man, so c'est la bagala yeah. On peut prendre ça
I'm gonna take it back a couple of years back.
Mhm.
Remember the Abner Louima got victimized
Yes.
and
yes.
stuff like that,
Yes.
and he collect. Well,
Yeah, we all
Oh,
now.
wow.
It's a Rickymix
but
saying.
and I'm gonna start saying that in the mic.
Stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
ladies, stuff like that. But he had collected a couple of millions,
Right.
and guess what? He from the Eastern Parkway area where by Magna Everest College, and he never once donated any money to that community center he was lived by.
See that?
That's to show you that like this will take a long time, especially in the Caribbean. It will take a long time for us to acknowledge the problem that we have, but due to the fact that we was raised on it, we're not gonna see that it's an issue. But my grandson might be like, you know what? Let's put an end to it. And I kind of feel like
I mean,
right now is not. I don't think that issue will stop.
It will not, but it's the beginning if we start
yeah.
talking about it. Like my daughter is 14, she already know that's wrong. Like I don't worry so much about her being, in a situation like because
Right.
she wasn't raised that way. She knows if someone touch her
Right.
cuz I didn't raise my daughter with sense you want.
Right.
It's a conversation piece with my
Oh
daughter.
man, yeah, definitely.
It's a conversation piece. Pumpkin, you got to do your homework. Go do your homework. Turn off your TV. It's not like, since you want like the way I was raised.
Right.
It was important for me not to do, You know, I mean, granted, I turn out to be, a good young lady, with the
Right.
beatings or whatever.
Yeah.
But
With the beatings.
with the beatings, whatever, with the switch cords, with the whatever. Oh
Scars.
yeah, with the scars, with the eagles, I got them
Right.
all. With the punishment on the knees for like half hour, I
Oh
got them
man.
all. But my whole thing is that I knew how it made me feel. I wasn't gonna raise my daughter the same way,
Right.
and she's raised to understand that is not right. I didn't raise her that way. So when she has children, and we talk about this, when she has children one day where it will not continue. But again, we have to be the one to talk about it.
Right.
Like this happened, everybody keeps it a secret. Like it is happening.
Right.
It is happening.
is, yeah.
I know we tackle on a really sensitive subject. I know for the guys who are the abusers, obviously that's not the topic you want to talk about. You wouldn't want to call to talk about. You wouldn't want to challenge me on this topic because you don't see anything wrong with it. But I'm telling you right now, it is a sickness.
It is.
It is a sickness. It's a strong. You're sick, umalad.
But
So
you know-
womalad zilye.
You know one thing? You're not gonna. People will not call, especially.
I
if
understand
it's
that.
in the community. It's in the Haitian community. Trust me.
It's big in our
Yes,
community.
they not gonna call. Even
Right.
though they have plenty of stories to tell,
Right.
they would rather, like you said, they would rather write it on the chat. They will not call because simple the fact is that they will feel ashamed. You understand?
What did the person say to Marge? Yes, Marge.
Start from
It
home.
starts from home.
We got
We got to break the cycle.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely,
Absolutely.
man.
And we are talking about it on HMI. Let's talk about it because we know it exists. And it's a type of show that some of the topics, some of the things people think about, they won't say here
Right.
on HMI. Okay, call us daring. You're
Yeah.
daring, I'm daring. We're going to talk about it.
But you know one thing? My son is 7, just turned 7 in April. I spanked him one time, once.
Yeah, I think my daughter was 5
Yeah.
when I spanked her.
Yeah, the reason
as well.
the reason I spanked him is because I had to. He had punched a girl in the chest.
Ooh,
And
wow.
and
He was battling an anger issue, huh?
he did, and
Got it from
it's
From a
not.
dad.
Got it from
I got it from my
Got it
daddy.
from
No,
his parents.
no, one, and I felt like what I had to
Hmm.
because he couldn't get away with that, and believe
Yeah,
me,
so that's wrong.
he has to know that's wrong, and believe me, at the end of the day, now look at my son, he turned around.
But
Good.
one
Good.
thing it is like my oldest is 15. He never really got a beating from me.
I mean, that's
Only-
good. That's something
only-
that you
only-
have to start.
because when
you didn't do anything right.
But sometimes
You feel like you should have?
if yeah.
Oh,
because-
okay,
no,
little
no,
dickhead.
no. You gotta understand. It's
Mhm.
like kids do things that saying.
Yeah,
that
they do,
really,
man.
like
They
do. Really want him. Like with me, like I never really, I'm like one of those people that I don't speak much. I just give you the look, and my kids know about that. I give them the look, they already know what time is it,
Yeah, it's
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's why
You love that word. And stuff like that. Like
he
like,
have all of us saying
You're
it.
like incomplete without saying and stuff like that.
He-
Like
he-
it is crazy.
He
the way-
even have the tech guys saying it.
I know, and
You
stuff like that.
Guys, I got you, OJ, and stuff like that.
and
you know?
stuff like that.
But,
Wow.
but I'm kind of glad you guys touched base on that because, like I said, man, it's time. It's time, and a lot of people have a low self-esteem already
Right.
because the way the way they were raised, and by them meeting someone that's abusive, oh man, that's suicidal. That's suicidal. It's like someone going to jump on a bridge, and you have another person telling them, "Yeah, go ahead, do it, do it,
Right.
do it. You're gonna
Right.
be somewhere else. Nobody likes you. Nobody." Same thing. Like I have low self-esteem, and I'm dating Marge, and Marge's like, "Well, you ain't nobody." But like, how?
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh man, the person I care about doesn't
Right.
really care about me."
Right.
Then I should end my life.
Right.
And believe it or not, I know cancer is the #1 killing in America, but
right.
suicide,
Yes, it's
It's
another
number
big
2.
one. It's another big
And
one.
the reason for suicide is low self-esteem.
Yeah, speaking of that, the next topic that's coming, maybe not this Sunday, maybe not this Sunday, the next following few Sundays it's sitting down with a college student where we'll talk about cyberbullying. You
Right,
know,
right.
because like we now in our age we're big social media folks,
No,
you
man.
know,
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, and IG,
Oh,
and then we are faced where sometimes where we we experience bullying. We old, we're grown, where you know,
DJs face bullying. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
exactly.
for example, like if I'm playing and Ricky like yo, my time is 2 o'clock and it's 2:10. Ricky comes to me like yo, Will, what's 2 o'clock? And I'm like yo, chill, yo, 3 more songs, chill. And 2:30 come, Ricky was like yo, that's bullying.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? My
Right.
time was 30 minutes ago, and you understand? So
It's getting
yeah.
so bad to the point people are jacking people. What is it? Hijack? Not hijack. What's the word? They're what's the
Jacking.
the jacking people's sites
Yeah.
and pages, and then they're putting like subliminal messages on Facebook, you know, talking about you, and that makes you feel some type of way.
But
You know,
one thing with that, this is the problem that I have. The same way that you could go on social network and blast somebody, why, when you see the person,
Right.
I call them Facebook wanksters.
you cannot
That's what they are.
express yourself like, even a quarter of what you say on Facebook. Like with me, if I have a problem with somebody, I say something going on Facebook and blast the person, I'd rather not say anything and just keep on moving.
Right.
But some people think that, by doing it beyond, Facebook, social network and stuff like that, that's the right way, and it's not really working and stuff like that. So
Yeah, like
that.
like I
And stuff like that.
like the other day, I was at the house with my wife, and I told my wife, I'm looking at the Facebook feed. I'm like, I think these people need to start tagging people on where they are, who they're talking about, because like how you have, but granted that okay, great, you learn how to write, that's perfect.
Is that another one?
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, this one is a big one.
Oh my
But
But
I'm
God.
trying to.
at the same time,
Can you go to the top?
why
That's
you
what-
why you have to
Okay.
why you have to go on Facebook and start talking randomly?
This one.
Just tag the person. Don't even tag the
All right.
person. Just call the person. You understand? Like Facebook to me is a place where, you know what? Let me see what's going on. Let me see what my friends is up to. Yo, I kid you not, I wake up at 5:30 to go to work. 5:30 in the morning to go to work. Kid you not, the first thing I do.
It's all of us. It's all of us.
And
It's
guess
all of
what?
us. It's
Guess
a big-
what?
Yeah, it's all of us.
Guess what? I see the same person that was talking smack 8 hours ago,
Liking somebody else.
liking somebody else,
Yeah.
or I'm like, why? Like, if you have an issue with someone, me when I write things on Facebook, I just write what's on my mind. I don't really.
Yeah.
People might read what I write, and they were like, all right, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We'll usually write things like that.
All right, this one is a good one.
We got a very
So-
big comment. We're gonna read this one
Mm-hmm.
out. Education starts at home in the Haitian community. Women have been taught to stay with their abusers to make it look like the family is
Right.
intact. However, the children are seeing this and thinking that it is okay to be abused or allow someone to abuse them.
But before sorry to cut you off. Like, I was watching ID.
Yeah,
Show?
the show.
Yeah, the show.
Mhm.
And I was watching this show, and he was a big time detective out of ATL, and he cherished his wife, like buy his wife diamond whatever, and as soon he found out that the wife don't love him no more, he wants to hire a Mexican, of course,
To get him, get rid of him.
to
do the job.
no. He he's a detective. He knew what to do. So he hired he put $1,500 on the counter in front of the guy. But the guy didn't even want the money. But the way he set up the guy, like he trying to rob the wife, and he ended up shooting the wife and the Mexican at the same time. It go back to what the comment is like, when a perfect when you marry someone, it seems all perfect. Sometimes you feel ashamed
Right.
that you're gonna get a divorce.
Right.
Especially all your neighbors know. Oh, this is the white picket fence's house. They love each other. Look at the Beamers they have. Look at the Benz they have. But really deep, the hardcore environment in the house is that he or she fall out in love.
Yeah.
So
I was somewhat in a situation like that. I mean, it didn't get so bad, to that degree. But I was somewhat in a situation like that. Again, I always tell people I was once married before, where it was just getting bad. Where I just enjoy being away from home, and when I would be going home, I would just wish that I could just work long hours at the time.
wow.
And then my problem was that I had at the time, what do you call a huge wedding, 100, you know, I was raised in church,
Mm.
and, my mom really, did her thing to give me a beautiful wedding. I had a lot of people present. And I was like, dang, like all the nonsense I was going in the house,
Right.
I kept it to myself. I didn't even share it with my mom. And I started suffering like migraines and stuff, and I didn't know where the headache was coming from. And I'm like, damn, my mom suffered from a tumor, and I was like, damn, I hope I don't have a tumor. I didn't have no tumor. It was just the fact that I was keeping everything built up. I didn't
Right.
want to share.
Mhm.
I didn't want to tell anyone. He was overbearing. He was very jealous.
Right.
And the minute that we got married, the relationship like changed. It was
Right.
almost like I wish I had gotten a manual,
Right.
a wife manual
Right.
that I knew. Because had I gotten that manual, I read it, I would have been like, no, I don't want it.
Right.
Because it was like I was supposed to walk a certain line.
Mm.
You can't wear this. You can't whatever. You have to cook. Why you not home? Your job is not that important. What do you mean you want to get promoted? What do you mean you want
Wow.
to climb the
Yeah,
ladder?
yeah, it's
What do you mean
crazy.
blah 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 blah? And some of the stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that I was perfect as well because I could be very stubborn as
Right.
well. When I want something, I want something. But it was so true what you said. Going to what the saying, you have to be the one to want to leave it.
Right.
And to me, it was just like, whoa, like I just got married. I had my friends.
Yeah.
I had a family there. I can't just like undo this. We barely married 2 years. It cost a lot of money.
Wow,
We had
man.
like 3 cars. We had a Lexus. We had a Benz. We had a Maxima. And then we're trying to like do big things
Right.
or whatever. I don't want people to think that I'm failing. But my marriage was failing literally the minute I got to my honeymoon. The minute I got to Hawaii, my marriage was failing.
She went
But
to
I
Haiti.
kept it. I know, right?
Yeah.
I kept it to
Yeah.
myself. I didn't say anything. I mean, like, who the hell get married and your husband almost walked out on you
Whoa.
just because you just not having sex?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm.
But like, I kept it. I stayed in it. I stayed in it because I was embarrassed.
Right.
I didn't want people to know that, whoa, she had this beautiful wedding. I had a bridal party of 23 people.
Wow.
That's a big bridal
That's
party,
big, yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't want this not to work. I want this to work. So I stayed in it. Till one day, my family helped me realize. My mom and my sister, after one incident, they're like, you don't need this man. They were like, what happened to our Marjory?
Yeah.
This is not our Marjory. What happened to you? Who are you? Who have you become? Because it's like, why are you putting up with this? You at a party, he's pulling you. I'm at a party. The DJ is like, Marjorie, can you come to the mic, please? Marjorie, can.
Oh,
And I'm at
wow.
a function with family, with his family.
Wow.
Where the DJ, I don't know who the DJ is, And I don't know if you remember that place from Bouillon. That place. It was
Flamboyant, Francis Lewis.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
an old place. Somebody's calling me
Yeah.
on the mic. I'm like, that's not me. They're like, Marjorie, your husband's going on. I'm like,
Oh whoa.
I'm like, it's not me. And Marjorie's your husband. I'm like, that's not me. Then finally they was like, Marjorie, your husband is calling you outside. And then I go, it was this Marjorie.
Oh.
It was me. They were calling. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then me, that's another thing. I'm afraid of being embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't like to be embarrassed. Guess what? I march my little behind outside
Oh, okay.
and go because I don't want a bigger thing to be created. But it is so true. We in the situation, we're so blind that we can't see it. But in order for you to leave it, someone can't see it, but you have to wake up and realize, whoa,
Right.
this is not good. This is not it. This
No.
is not like working out. And then make the step.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
definitely.
gosh, like we went like
yeah, we go
over the
like,
time.
like
Oh,
50
wow.
minutes. So before we leave,
Damn,
you know,
it's
we're
not
I
gonna
12.
know,
tell,
I know.
we're
Because,
gonna
you know
talk to
why? Because Will is here.
I know.
Very
I gotta
interesting.
tell you though, before we
Yeah.
go into it, we usually do a promo gig, what's
Oh.
coming up or whatever. We're gonna do that. You know, stay tuned with us. We're gonna do that.
Right.
But I gotta tell you though, and in all of our guests, you're like the most communicating one.
Oh,
You're the
yeah.
most talkative one.
Yeah.
Do you not
If I-
agree?
no,
Just
it's
so
not-
you know, Will, she said
What's-
that to everybody that come up in here.
That nigga, you're lying.
Oh,
Stop
the
making.
tech. The tech
Oh.
never lie, people.
No, he's lying.
But you know, it's-
everybody have their
you know,
niche, but like you,
it's not my fault. It's because you know I
you're a
can't.
radio person.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why.
a radio
And
person.
You're a DJ.
Yeah, shout out to Willa Bella, my co-host. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Definitely
Her name is Willa
I
Bella.
Willa_Bella. Yes, tech.
I would
man.
like to say something about Will one time, and I hope I recorded that conversation one morning. One morning I called Will. It was about like, what, 10 o'clock?
Oh yeah, at the park.
I'm
Yeah.
talking to Will, man. Will is trying to convince a girl not to bang her father's car.
Yeah, cause she was quick. You know, I was at the park at work, and this Indian girl. You know, I remind you, the father have a 2014 Benz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm chilling I'm sitting at the bench. All I hear is. So when I turn around, she broke the emblem, and she took her heels. She was trying to break the headlight. I'm like, whoa,
that
whoa,
hurt,
whoa.
huh?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I yell out, I'm like, what are you doing? She said, what? You gonna call the cops? I'm like, no. I'm like, come here. So she crossed the street. She came to the bench and she was talking to me, and I was trying to give her advice. It's like, you know what? It's not right, because if your father called the
He
cops,
was like a shrink or something.
yeah, and you know what? The father got out the house. She went to talk to the father. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, sometimes you don't need a degree. You understand? Life is what you make of it. You know.
Right.
So, like I said, you know,
It's the amount of experience that you have
That-
that makes
right.
you become who you are.
Right, 'cause-
it's not. It has nothing to do with education.
Nope.
It's all about experience,
yeah,
where you grew up,
and
who you've been around. You know.
yeah,
How tech
yeah.
guy talking.
come-
Very active
yes,
right now.
coming from Haiti, a place if Ricky know very much. Like sometimes when you 9, 10 years old, you make decision as a grown man.
Right.
So you understand, especially when you see people barricading in front of you, burning in front of you. That's what I witnessed when I was there. You understand?
Oh, okay.
So
You know, we got texts everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, somebody sent us that?
Somebody text me and send me a text. He says some people will rather break friendship and choose to stay with the
Oh, yeah.
the abuser.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's
stuff
so
like that.
true. That's true.
So yeah, that's it.
Just so you guys know, we have to come back on this topic. This is
Right,
the most-
yeah.
I
this is a
know.
deep topic.
I know it is.
But you know what I'm saying? One thing it is like, you know what I'm saying, like I say, you know, the viewer, if you
They're not
know,
gonna call.
if you
No,
no, not
right.
really calling, but you know, like kind of like if you were or
Mhm.
like, you know, you
Just
could
wanna
come
refresh.
to the show, maybe we have you as a guest,
right, yeah.
We open
and,
to that.
you know, and explain it, give us the sign, because some people
Right.
might not know the sign.
right.
So to kind of like educate us, our viewers and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, the purpose of the show is that we talk about, you know, anything, everything. But we brought this topic because we do feel like there's a need to talk about it. We do feel like it exists among us, you know, not only as, you know, youth as we are,
Right.
adult, young adults, who are, some of us are starting families, some other already have families. So, and for those who are following us, you have a huge following base. You have a huge following.
Right.
We want to make sure that we're able to have and communicate something, some of the struggles, some of the examples, or some of the things that we know with you,
Right.
as well. And then, again, we say we're not claiming to be professional.
No.
We're not by all means.
We don't wanna get sued.
professional. No, we're not. But but if there's a way, this is our community. I'm very dear to it, and I may not parler créole, j'aime da supposé parler créole. But
Willa.
moun di yo ta même parler créole.
Willa.
Créole moi en partie j'en fin bon oui, mais il fait fin 3 yes parce que depuis commencer penser j'aime ta express tête moi c'est mot anglais qui vient dans bouche moi. C'est
Right.
pas faute moi. But m'ka parler créole. M'da reme pour me communiquer avec nous, pour m'ta aider nous dans n'importe cas que nous y est. But tout le temps, l'aime penser, c'est pas en créole, me penser c'est en anglais me penser.
Right.
But nous porter topic là, parce
Right.
que pas même topic qui topic mais nous porter suggestion, nous
Yeah.
poser question, nous porter parce que nous connaît bagay ça, la passer la caille nous tout qui là. Moi m'utiliser tellement comme exemple. N'a passé nous m'porter pour nous parler de ça parce que nous besoin une sorte de support, pas même une résolution, resolution même.
Yeah.
Pas même une resolution même, but un support
Right.
parce que c'est pas celle
Deep.
fête, c'est pas celle danser, c'est
It's
pas
deep,
celle
it's
DJ,
deep.
c'est pas celle whatever.
Right.
Bagay ça passer la caille nous toutes.
Right.
Faut que nous parler avec elle. Si on gon gens que pour me éviter ou même à prendre 2 jours prison, si gon gens pour me éviter ou même à un problème avec ménage ou mari ou ma tante ou boss ou m'da nous parler avec lui.
Yep.
Show en relais, HMI, let's talk about it.
yeah.
HMI, on nous parler. C'est comme ça le relais. So nous là pour nous parler, you know?
Yeah. Before.
So how was my Creole?
Let's talk about it. Don't mean no parler, no.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's-
Look.
Lit. You know, before.
But
like-
anyway, let's go to our segment. I mean, we will come back to that topic at a later time. Hopefully,
Right.
maybe we'll have guests. But we want to move into our what's coming up, what's up with us, what's going up with us. The summer is here. I'm like lit. I'm excited. I got all in my whites yesterday.
Yo,
I
wait,
mean,
wait.
like, what are
June
the
6th,
events?
Yo,
June
the
6th.
tech guy.
DJ Rickymix, blue and white
You see,
boat ride.
you mess it up.
June 7th.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
But wait, before you do anything, I want to say though, I want to say this before you do anything. A lot of people are hitting me up for tickets for Amazora tonight. I don't know about tickets. If anybody have tickets for this show, can you hit me up and let me know?
Major movers have tickets. Hit Vibe and Jimmy.
They have tickets because
Yeah,
people are
I'm
asking
supposed
me,
to have tickets,
what
but
are the advance price for these tickets for tonight? Is it
Ooh,
$30?
Yeah, at the door.
Can you
That-
do like 4 tickets right now? Can you find out?
Yeah, I can
I have
find
people
out.
like hitting
Yeah,
me
I can-
up.
I can find
like, for
out.
tickets. Okay, good. All right.
All right. So the coming up event in
Events, future events.
future events. Next week Saturday we got DJ Frankie birthday bash inside the vault.
Damn, I gotta go to that.
That's
I just left the phone.
That's the
Is it a
all
Yo,
white
yo,
affair.
Frankie,
All white
how
affair.
old are you, Frankie?
Oh, let's not even talk
yo,
about it.
Frankie, yo,
Hey,
listen,
Frankie.
yo, oh,
Wait, hold up a
man.
second. Frankie, I am still waiting for you to come on our show. I'm putting you on blast.
Oh.
HMI, let's talk about it. DJ Frankie of the Untouchable DJs. I'm putting you on
No,
blast.
wait.
We talked about
no,
this.
you said it wrong.
Wait, what?
Untouchable. Right?
I can't. Stop it right now.
Shout to Frankie, man. You know?
All right.
ahead.
Friday, June 6th, Milsick. My
Oh,
homegirl,
Flowgate
my girl.
101?
Flowgate 101 is Adria
Yeah,
Hotel.
another one?
Crazy.
No, Flowgate 101.
Flowgate.
Never Guyad. No,
Oh,
Flowgate.
Crazy.
Get Guyad, get Flowgate. Flowgate 101. Okay. Then Saturday, June 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Big.
The first boat of the summer.
Just a vote.
White top, blue jean. Every year the sell-off boat
Maybe I
ride.
didn't believe we.
You, me too, man.
Maybe I
That-
didn't
no.
believe
Yeah,
we. God,
you know,
my first time.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I always wanna go, but it's my work, man. Like,
Okay, we
but I'm
streamline?
gonna go this shit though, man. Definitely.
And
Ricky says he's gonna give me 3 VIPs. So
You putting him on blast right now. When they
you
try
see,
to talk
you
about
see
it,
the
I
laugh
saw
he
that.
give?
I
Like,
saw that jab right
yo, he's
there.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, alright.
And
Nah.
don't forget GBA.
Pink and white.
No, it's not
that
pink and white. It's red and white.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man.
Sunday, June 29th, GBA red and white boat ride. We're going to be live.
Lit.
Live. The GBA TV,
Oh,
HMI,
live
let's talk
broadcast?
about it.
Oh,
That's the
Will
plan.
be live. So,
I'm gonna come with my birthday suit.
Oh, your birthday suit, man.
so viewers, thank you for listening,
Well,
watching
wait,
us.
Wait, not yet. We
wait,
didn't
wait.
even go to him yet.
Wait,
What's coming up with him?
Yeah,
Hello?
before, yeah,
With it.
you see that? I was
right?
gonna shout him out. They're gonna be in the basketball thing, but you know now he's gonna get sub.
Yeah.
It's
Give
nothing.
me
It's,
a chance for me. Give me a forgive him.
Forgive
I
him.
know. So what's
Alright.
coming up? What's going on with you?
it's,
What's
it's
coming up?
nothing. It's nothing to come off the bench. You know what I mean? So.
All right, what's coming up is the barbecue. You know, last year we had it was a block party instead of a barbecue. The YAC, but we're coming out back with the YAC 4th year barbecue. Really, you know, like
Sorry.
it's crazy. What else?
Shout out to Darnell. Like her videos, just like stay popping. Like
And,
it's always something with her videos. Like so, she's just like dancing right now, and I hit it. It was a video instead of a picture.
Yo, Instagram.
Yes.
And we have couple of things coming. Like we said, Yak Radio gonna have a new show. You know, we're gonna have a producer. You know, someone that have a nice creative idea. You know, we're gonna have a single female. What is it? A single, a married, and someone that have a long time relationship with a male, right?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's gonna. We looking. Actually, we're going to start the search. We're gonna look for.
Hopefully, you're gonna have like an open, like a casting call.
Right. Yeah. We're going
Good.
to and we see where it's gonna take us.
Okay.
The only thing I can say is, man, support GBA TV, support Yak Radio, support you know the
Support each other.
support the DJs, man.
Right.
Don't just have that hate in your heart where you know I don't like him. I'm not. No, it's not like that.
You know,
man.
don't miss out for like no because you don't like one DJ
Right,
or two
man,
DJ in a
you know?
lineup and stuff like that.
Don't
And
like.
you know, last
yeah.
night I know few people that you know that will come to that woman rock
Party.
party,
Yeah.
but you know since you know Rickymix was in a lineup,
Oh,
they
man.
switched
It's
there.
crazy.
They
Really?
you know I know few
But-
of them. So
But you know, the funny
Really?
thing is, I wasn't even in the lineup. I grabbed the mic for
Yeah,
Ray.
I like that.
You
I saw
understand?
that.
Like-
You did your thing. I
But
saw
you know,
that.
like me, I like. Is you know one thing with me, man. If I see something going, I like to help people. You know, that's the Libra in me.
Good.
And you know, not a lot of people understand. So, but like I said, man, support people, man. Like this is very good actually. We did something like this, but it faded. But thank God, you know, Rickymix, Marjory, and
The tech guy.
the tech guy, come
Stop
together.
calling him like
You
that's
know,
the man with the plan.
the man with the plan.
you
Come,
know,
you
that's
know.
like my CEO right there. Don't be calling him the
we
plan.
came with the name.
I know I did, but let's
So,
keep
but
his
we
title
can- we
straight.
cannot
the man
use it?
with the
Nah,
plan.
all right,
Okay,
the
the
I don't
man
want
with
the
the
tech
plan.
guy to
Okay.
be the one to
You
use
The
all
man
the
with the
time.
plan.
You know,
The man with the plan.
this is something positive, man. You
Yeah, you know,
Oh.
our studio will be moving. This is like, you know, a temporary studio. We'll be moving in July, so another month and a half. We're building a
Okay.
set.
Oh
We're
wow.
building a set where we'll
Big
be
studio. Huge
big studio. We'll have
Okay.
a set where you know it will be definitely our home, Ricky
Oh,
Mix
wow.
and March
That's what's
for
up.
sure.
That's
And
what's
then
up.
we'll have a area where you know if we want to do because
Chill out. Yeah.
yo GBA TV is about to take off.
Yeah,
we have
it
some
needs
things
to,
in the
man.
plans.
It
We have
needs
some
to.
things
And-
in the works.
But you know,
And please-
some people don't want
We have
want
people
me
with
to be
we have
want to
people with
fire
great-
me.
The best ideas. Shout out to Miss Darnell, my marketing manager.
I know
Oh,
who's
that's what's
dancing
up,
her.
man.
Miss Million.
So wait,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's
The best of the
dancing like
best.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
You know, August 13th. August 13th, the basketball charity game, Team Denalcy.
That's a
And-
weekday.
No, it's a Saturday.
No, that's not a Saturday.
August 13th.
That's August 16th. Because I'm doing a party August 15th.
Shout
Oh
out to
my
Poupette
goodness.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
and her sister.
I'm
She's
doing-
recovering.
Yeah,
Yo, really? That person that sent me that text, really, man?
it was wrong.
You're gonna get deleted.
Really, it was
you,
wrong.
You're gonna get deleted out of my phone book ASAP.
Well, they said you wrong information.
Nah, it's just something I don't really like.
Right.
But you know, like I said, August definitely the flower will come out.
The flower.
Flower.
Flyer.
Flower.
Shout out to DJ Ray. You know, he always designed the first
That's my
the
brother.
first draft.
Okay.
You know, shout out to him and a lot of people think like Will do not work with other people, but I do. I just work underground. I do underground work. I don't. I'm not the type of person that.
You don't take credit.
Nah, I don't take credit. You understand? Like that's why with the radio, I don't say I'm the general manager. Let's just say it like
But
that.
I think it needs to be known, though.
No,
I think
I'm-
it needs to be known
You need to
because
stand your ground, my brother.
you do because I think it's only gonna like just help because you do have a nice fan base if they know that you
Yeah.
are the general manager and like they
But they know how to read when it comes to the station. They see like everything we have posts and
Yeah.
may I-
The other day when I went, I saw Will.
May I
saw
remind you?
man.
Okay, may
Yeah.
I remind you? This station is completely legal.
GBA TV, GBA
Yes.
tech guy.
We SCAP, we BMI, we Live 365, we certify. So therefore, I could go to a precinct with my T-shirt on, and they would not think twice. Like, let me do a research. Everything is legal.
they'll be able to find you.
They will find us. You could Google us,
Right.
and see what's going on. Shout
Yeah.
to my boy Clay.
Yo, definitely
Thank you,
shout out
guys.
to Clay. Clay's all about,
Thank
you know,
you, you
being
know.
professional and doing his thing. You
Right.
know?
Shout to our PR man, Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy Kane 13. You know, follow us at Yak Radio. Don't follow me. You know.
But they can follow you, though.
Nah, they
You're
don't.
the GM.
They don't have to follow me. Just follow the station at
Okay.
YAC Radio. You know, you know, and that's it. Shout to my son in Jersey watching me.
Well,
Said,
all I gotta tell you,
That's it.
is you need to just follow this show right here. Again, our goal is to be your #1 internet entertainment.
you know, hopefully, you know what? Hopefully that I have to in the summertime, YAC and GBA we can do something together.
I'm looking forward to it.
And maybe
Looking forward to it.
I have posted something on Facebook about a cancer party that we wanted to do, and you know, maybe we could do everybody free all night. We just
Yo, let's talk about it. That's the tagline. Let's talk about it. You know.
and, you know, Marge the
no,
CEO,
no, baby, I'm not the CEO.
I'm joking. But thank you to Rickymix, long time friend.
Haven't.
You know, and it was a pleasure for him to put me on his bill. 10-year.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah.
When I did 10 years, you know, and I couldn't make the 12 because I had another gig and I wanted to come, but you know, that's it, man. Thank you guys for having me, and you know.
Well, I want to thank you, viewers, again. Thank you for those of you who consistently from show 1. I've lost count now what show number it is. We humbly
Tech
thank
guys.
you. We appreciate you. We love that you stay connected to us. We want you to continue to stay connected to us. We will continue to bring you know, the
Yo,
latest topic.
So I just have to give one more shout out. Shout to my own born Liam.
Oh,
You know,
we're gonna know?
yes, Liam coming out. You know, my second son. You know
When
what
is
I'm
he
saying?
coming?
He's June 7th, but
Okay,
hopefully,
have
you
fun.
know,
Oh, the day of the boat, right?
June 7th. No, you know what? You know what? Can you please hold it? I'm gonna tell my wife. You know, if your water broke, just pull the water back in. And you know, just
Don't listen to this man. He's a
just
fool.
you know, when the water about to break it, just hold it. Be like, wait. We'll have to go to Ricky Boat Ride, baby. Wait till the next day. You know what? You know, shout to my unborn son Liam, hopefully coming soon. All right, sorry.
Okay.
Shout to my wife. Sorry.
And for those of you who continue to support GBA TV, who has you know, download the app and who consistently stay with us, who follow GBA Tower, who follow Rickymix, who follow Marjory or Unpredictable Marge on Instagram, GBA TV and a few numbers behind it. We thank you. We really appreciate that you stay with us and our numbers continuously to grow. We appreciate that. We love that. The goal is to take us, you know, 1,000 plus
Right.
each and every show. We will keep the topic coming. We will keep the day-to-day stuff coming. The regular stuff. It's that type of show. And again, don't forget, if you ever want to be part of the show, you have something, you have like a new innovation, you have a new show, you have a new event, you have a new thing that you want to talk about.
Any
anything-
idea? Well,
But
Any ideas?
you know what they? If you
You know.
if you think I'm lit, which if you have major movies in here, all 7 of us, oh my God! All right,
Lit.
lit. All right.
And just so you guys know, I'm actually looking for a blogger right now. So if anyone knows how to blog, contact my marketing manager,
Right.
Miss Millions
Look
Right.
at
this guy.
gbatv.com.
Right.
man.
Right.
Miss Millions at gbatv.com.
Right.
Contact my marketing manager. I'm looking for a blogger
Yes, we definitely.
to blog on GBATV. And
Yeah.
it's a paid job. It's not a free job.
Right.
It's a well-paid job.
Right.
She do
We
have.
want the buzz out. We want the buzz
Oh,
to continue to
that's
be.
what's up.
We want to be in your home. We want to be on your
Yes.
device. We want to be on the top of your news feed. We want to talk about what we need to talk about.
Definitely.
Just in
What you
case
need
you
to
guys
know.
don't know, right now I'm everywhere. I'm in
Right.
your laptop, your tablet, your cell phones,
You're in Haiti,
your
you're
smart
in Boston,
TV,
you're in whatever.
your HD Kindle Fire,
Oh.
Amazon, smart TV. I'm
what's up.
everywhere. Look for the GBA TV
and-
app and download
and-
completely free.
And Yak
Yes.
Radio will be on. We actually submitted our app through iPhone.
Yeah.
We on Live 365. We on your Comcast.
Okay.
We on your Apple TV.
Okay.
I mean, we
Yo,
do
Clay,
that-
shout out to you.
Shout
for
out
doing
to
it,
everybody.
You know? Shout out to you for holding that
GBA,
because we
you
know
know.
Clay is definitely not on post
No,
on
no,
New
no.
York, but you do your thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
try.
appreciate that.
I try, man. You know, hey,
But
Ricky.
But listen to me. To close out the show,
Yes.
I gotta give a big shout out to my staff. Like some of my staff members actually follow me, and they actually sit here. They're like, they watch the show,
What's up?
and they're not Haitian.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no, they're not
So
Haitian.
now I see why you
Oh,
talking
now-
a lot.
No,
Why-
I've always spoken English. I've always spoken English, but some of them follow me.
Where's Winnie? Winnie, where's the Marjory voice?
No, some of them follow me, and then like I noticed, shout out to Steve H because I noticed that he posted that, Jamaican man, and noticed that he posted that on his site, on his Facebook page today. Definitely like that page, and then definitely I gotta give a shout out to Bernard, who's just like who is just like following this behind the scene. I hope you're watching, you were able to see, because I know today you were definitely wanted to take out the time to watch the entire show. So my team, guys, you guys hold me down. I love you guys, and thank
Shout
you.
out to Haitian Wack, man. Thanks for
Oh,
last night. I had a
yes, man.
great time,
Yes.
Team
Yeah.
Denalcy, shout out
Well,
to
we
you.
all know I had a great time.
Yes.
Apple
So
night,
let's not
oh my
talk about
guy.
it.
Shout out to Miss White.
Shout out
White.
to
White.
Miss
who else?
White.
I forgot.
Sagala.
That's it.
Yo, Baz.
Sagala, who else?
That's it.
Baz,
Come
you-
on,
yes,
that guy, take us
Major
away.
movement.
Yes. And I'm just one person.
Yo,
out of
shout out to Winnie though.
just
Oh,
one
Like
person.
we gotta shout out to Winnie. She's like
Shout out to
family
Miss
of the
Silk.
show.
It's not Winnie. It's
Miss
Miss
Silk.
Silk.
I mean, I know her
Silk.
as Winnie.
Yo,
No, but we gotta shout out.
AKA HPS.
HPS.
She know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's my name. That's my name.
HPS.
That's
we
my
need- yo,
name. That's
we
my
need-
name.
Need to have Major Movements all cast to come here one day.
Okay, yo.
They could
let's
stint. They could stint behind this.
let's
and-
talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
talk
we,
about
we
it.
could talk about things,
you know?
man. You know
Jimmy
what I'm
been
saying?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
oh,
out to my
yes.
boy Francine, man. Shout out to Francine.
Yeah,
Yo, we need
Francine back
Francine
on.
here. We need
Quincy coming
Francine here.
soon.
We definitely went over our time. It's
Oh, yeah.
9:34.
Alright.
You gotta take up. I mean, definitely shout out to Blondine that she was out there last night.
Yeah,
shout out to
sure,
Dee Dee.
sure.
She was out last night. Mikael, the
Yeah,
actress, that was out
You
there.
know,
We was hanging with
everybody,
them
the
too.
HCP Canon,
Yeah.
the whole crew, was
Good,
there.
good.
Who else was there?
All right.
There was
I
a lot
mean,
of
like,
people.
that's all that we have. I mean, like, we need to end the show. It's like 9:34. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. Bye. Peace.
God bless.
Oh,